Clock hits 0, which means it's showtime on the simulator side in this Friday night edition of NR Night in America. I'm John Ramos, the voice of NR, saying hello and welcome. After a beautiful Tuesday night edition, we are here for the first time in a long time under the lights on a Friday night. Las Vegas, a track that's been on the schedule now multiple times throughout the last 2 weeks, is going to have its final race for a little while, this being the opener on this evening's set of races. 4 races indeed. First 4, well, they're going to be exciting. Could we get a 5th race? Only time will tell. That's if we hit 300 likes. This session filled out in no time. And when I mean no time, I mean we got complaints from drivers because they could not make it. Driver demand high, something to keep in mind. We expect the skill level to be high as well as we continue to work our way throughout the evening into the nighttime. Las Vegas Next-Gen with the trucks at Daytona. Next-Gen Racing being the one and only race of the night, currently on your screen. Gen 4 Charlotte with the super late models at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway, rounding out the 4 races. Once again, 300 likes. We get race number 5. Last time we hit 300 likes, it just happened to be on a Friday night edition of what we love to do. Great drivers already in the field. Jacob Wilkerson, Josh Lilly, Aiden Walker, Frank DeAngelis, all lined in. Sully Hans, Cooper Glick, all ready to challenge for that pole position. James Thurston, top of the board, first one to put down a time. Frank DeAngelis, William Schmidt, no time just yet. Jacob Wilkerson dropping down a 35. Braden Mubbock all the way in with a 34.64. Brody Pope and others as the viewers file on in, and we're less than 4 minutes to the green flag. We do have an update to how the races will be ran tonight. Yes, 4 races all the way through. Once again, no stages. And we will have an overtime attempt if necessary, but we're bringing back the choose cone, something that hasn't been enabled since 2021. That's right, it's been a while since we've done the choose cone. We'll get into all of that in just a moment. And the big thing to watch out for is Daytona will be a 2,000 iRating limit. Once again, 2,000 iRating limit. If you're under 2K, you will not be able to race at the World Center of Racing, but you will be able to participate in every single show from race 1 to race 3 and to race 4. The choose cone is going to be interesting. Now, we've had troubles in the past with the choose cone, which is why we got rid of it, but what we have is single file restarts enabled. And what's going to happen is the leader will choose inside or outside, and the driver in second will do that as well. They'll choose the inside lane or the outside lane from first all the way to the 40th driver. What this will do is give drivers an opportunity to choose a lane where they can make up a couple positions by leapfrogging a row, or maybe losing positions playing the safer route, maybe choosing a row that is already on the designated side of a restart, saying, hey, the inside lane is the most dominant lane, let me choose the inside lane. But if 2 drivers in front of you already choose the inside, that guy behind you may say, oh, I'm going to go to the outside, and I'm going to leapfrog a row. So instead of restarting in the 8th position, maybe he's 6, maybe he's 4. So what the NASCAR Cup Series uses, we will be using a version of it tonight. Choose cone will be enabled once the 1 to green is taken. The leader will choose inside, outside, and everyone else will follow behind. If any driver attempts to jump the choose cone process, they'll be given an L1, or they will even be given a drive-through penalty. So it's going to be exciting to see how this all works out. Drivers from all around the United States, some down in South America. Yaroslav Donskoy joining us from Russia as he gets ready to rock and roll. Josh Lilly is back in the Red Bull 97. And you may be seeing some new paint schemes on display, that being for race number 2 as the Tailgate 400 has been confirmed. Sign-ups, pre-sign-ups at that have already been posted. The public sign-ups should be out within the next couple of days. Time ticking, less than 40 seconds remaining as the viewers file on in. We say hello, we say welcome, so glad to have you here. And who do you think is going to go to victory lane? Frank DeAngelis, 5th quick. Yahir, I believe it is Yahir Rodriguez going P4. Aiden Walker, P3. Joey Beck in the third position now with Wander second, all chasing Michael Mitchum's 38 as he jumps quick time. A 30.039 for Michael Mitchum and company as they all continue to put down those final laps. Jason Beckman last laps are in. Devins Baker is with us, hanging out on this Friday night. Andrew Hurley is back. He is going to be slotted in that 37th spot as we get ready to go green. And our night in America, feeling victories all year long. You know, we don't get to do these 2-a-week streams like we used to. But with my in-person broadcasting coming to a close for 2024, we're excited to mention that we're here, we're now, we're ready to get back in the swing of things for the sim as the off-season approaches. And we are ready to go green flag racing. Jackson Buys and others, they all line up on the grid. Chase Crawl, I believe this will be his best starting spot ever in NR Night in America. That will be a 10th place outing. Max Swearigan is back. Jacob Malone, Braden Movick. He had Movick at 1 point, top of the board. He dropped back to 8th. Continue to look through the field. Bryce Benton back in the 19th spot. Jason Beckman, Max Steinmeier in the gold and white Jordan Toyota. Sean Rowe, Marcus Vanderlee, Carter Pendleton back in the 29th position with Yaroslav Donskoy to his outside. Ethan Vietvu, Andres Varez with Wilshak, Brody Pope, Joel Smitey, and Keith Ingram. That's 36. 40 drivers entered, 40 drivers will race. We are looking to possibly have bump day. That is for the race after this, the Daytona International Speedway. Having us full displayed, full of action. 80 laps here, 80 laps now, and then shootouts throughout the rest of the night. Do you want to race 5? It's a Friday night. I know how many night owls we have watching late into the night and loving the action. The Party Animals 38 inside, the Celsius Live Fit 93 on the outside. Chevrolet Lockout Row 2, it's the SpongeBob Wendy's collab. You know, I haven't yet to have the Krabby Patty. I've thought about it. I've thought about going for it. The last time I went to Wendy's, it's because I had nothing in my fridge, I had nothing in the pantry, and I heard that they had snack wraps, and I had a snack wrap. It was really good. And sometimes when I broadcast late at night, we'll be in Indiana or Michigan, we have to drive home, and we'll be arriving in Nashville at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. I believe there was one time I stopped at a Wendy's and got a snack wrap. Really do love them, but nice seeing Yahir Rodriguez painting the schemes, and we'll get the one to go just next time by. This is Las Vegas. Always puts on a great show for us. You can expect nothing but the best when we go here. The weather, just as good. Track temperature, 95 degrees with the humidity at a 9.5. The temperature outside, 84. A perfect day in the sim for multi-groove racing and hard-fought action. A lot of things to come by. Left side of your screen, at some point you'll see what gear the drivers are in, how much off-throttle time has been put into the inputs, or how much brake is being used. Do they have to stand on the brake at some point? Find out with the RPMs being displayed. The miles per hour will be right there with you. Great drivers in the field all lined up. We're hearing all 40 drivers have elected to start this race. Joey Beck, a lot of drivers say he's on thin ice with how he's raced the last couple of weeks. Something to keep in mind. James Thurston, Braden Movick, those two, well, they've had run-ins in times past. The question is, does it happen one more time? We'll get the one to go this time by. We'll say those magical words. God speed drivers. You are go for throttle up. An e-ticket is on the horizon for November and December. It's not an ink just yet at the Tailgate 400 will be an e-ticket, but it is trending as very likely. Chicagoland being the final e-ticket of the 2024 season, that being in December. But Talladega is looking to have its time and is ready to shine. Michael Mitchum, always fun to watch, including with the next gens on intermediates. The young driver becoming a fan favorite in NR Night in America. Aiden Walker will be racing with the Volunteers come the Tailgate 400. That's November 22nd. Ever since it was announced he'll be driving that truck, well, excitement loomed on if Rocky Top could find victory lane. Some colleges already taken, like Alabama and North Carolina. And so many great schools from the SEC to the ACC, the Big Ten, and others. But before we can race into November, it's time to roll the dice in Las Vegas. Pace car makes a hard left onto pit road. 4 guaranteed races tonight. We may see 5. Let's light them up from Nevada. Mitchum quick to the outside, shuts the door on Aiden Walker. He's got the rest of the pack clear to turn 3. Still the land rush from 3rd, 4th, and 5th. It's Braden Movick to the outside with James Thurston. And quickly arriving on the scene. I mean, they were able to make up 2-3 positions just on that move alone. 3 wide, the battle for the 4th position. DeAngelis on the bottom, Malone in the middle. James Thurston tiptoeing on the outside, make it 4 wide now. River Page downstairs. Now they lay off the throttle as Malone gets entry into 3. Rodriguez under fire, fellow Chevrolet. Thurston on the outside. Lined in, 2 Fords. James Thurston has not come down from that outside lane. He was the closest to the wall just 2 laps ago. He is this time. Frank DeAngelis gets swallowed up, drops back to what looks to be the 9th position. The battle's on for the lead as Aiden Walker is quick on the scene. Back looking topside there in 3rd. Knowing company is around him, but he doesn't truly have to worry. And still a car length back to Yahir Rodriguez. Great start to this race. They know an 80-lap feature means opportunity for green flag pit stops, things to go right, things to go wrong, and maybe a surprise winner. There's Anthony Burrows. He's to the inside of the River Page Mountain Dew number 20. And we're going to check that. That's actually James Bomar. Bomar now driving the 20. Jason Beckman around. Grabs Chase Crawl with them, and the caution will wave, working lap 5. That's the RGR Chevrolet. You saw Beckman snap loose. That was coming off turn 4. There's Brody Poe. Sean Rowe, the Baby Ruth 99. Damage to his nose. We'll take a look at a replay. And this actually happened way early in the race. Here's Beckman. And the Mighty Ducks Ford. Oh, Crawl did come down. And when the camera shot caught it, it looked like Jason Beckman just snapped around. Crawl came down into the 14 and navigates the outside retaining wall to bring the caution out for the first time tonight. Watch again. This is going to be on the onboard. I think he was so worried about William Schmidt than trying to get underneath. Didn't expect Beckman to put the nose in there. And with the way the car turned around, I don't think he even expected an impact. Once again, caution out for the first time. Pit road, it's wide open. You don't see too many takers, but this will set up the first time in about 2 years a juice cone will be used. James Thurston, Joey Beck, Jacob Malone, Yahir Rodriguez, Braden Movick, Jacob Wilkerson, Max Swearigan with River Page, James Bomar, Sully Hans. They're going to line up, and we did have some takers that's deeper in the field. Frank DeAngelis is down in. That's from the 23rd spot. He comes in with Anthony Burrows, Cooper Glick, William Schmidt, Bryce Benton, Paxton Brandon will be in as well. And a lot still may be confused on how this choose cone is going to work. Because this is public sessions, it's very easy to jump the choose cone and find a way through the loophole. So what we decided to do is almost make a loophole part of the system. Once you see the 1 to green, the leader will choose the inside or the outside lane, and every driver will follow after that. So, in theory, if the inside lane has nothing but drivers lined up, and someone that came off pit road rejoins the field and chooses technically the outside lane, he can do so and still make up spots. So watch an eye on these drivers. Some will elect to choose inside, others will elect to choose outside. We'll get the 1 to go this time by, and we'll be green as they come back off turn 4. Choose cone enabled. Mitchum, no hesitation just yet. I'm guessing he's going to wait to the line. This time chooses the inside lane. Walker goes outside. James Thurston makes the move to the outside as well. Malone outside with Yahir Rodriguez. This will operate in Muvik to move up to the 5th position, I believe, on the restart. And that's what the choose cone is enabled for. The opportunity to make up rows. Obviously, the outside lane, from what you saw in the first couple laps, seems to be the strong suit, while others still thinking the bottom is the way to go. First restart of the night. Let's get ready to go green. Michael Mitchell has been under fire by multiple drivers already tonight. You can expect that to continue, as so many others want that opportunity at going to victory lane. Mitchum inside, Walker outside. That was your front row for the start of the race. They'll get ready to duel at it again. Joey back toe-to-toe. That's going to be with James Thurston. A lot of racing still left to go here at Las Vegas. Opportunity as the pit window is wide open for green flag stops. Let's go back at it. Thurston quick to the inside. Makes up 1, makes up 2. Can he hold on to the 2nd position? Yes, he can. The thing is, Mitchum has already navigated that outside lane. He's locked it in, nose to tail with Aiden Walker. Malone's up the 4th, Muvik 5th, outside lane, and they're scattering 3 wide from the outside wall to the inside paint. Look at this move by River Page. Page in the back. Sideways may have been the 16, it was. DeAngelis. Yahir Rodriguez involved. Caution will wave again. And that just looked like too many drivers trying to fit into one part of the racetrack. For the first time in what feels like months, 2 cautions will come out before we would reach lap 15. DeAngelis coming in on a pit strategy. Did not work to the best of his ability. You saw there were spins deeper in the field. And it all started when Vincent Gucci got loose. Yahir Rodriguez was there, and then it was just nowhere to go. Got it once more. This being a full lap earlier, there are 3 wide. And Yahir really got stuck in this jam. He wanted to get to the inside. Vincent Gucci was right there. Not a lot of places to roll. Walker taking the race lead at the time of yellow, with Michael Mitchum, Jacob Malone, Braden Movick, Jacob Wilkerson, Max Swearigan, Hans, Bomar, Contreras, Sean Rowe back there in the 10th position. Lilly, Lee, Hall, and others all lined up as we get ready to try it again. Josh Lilly restarting 11th, Marcus Vanderlee 12th. The second opportunity at a choose cone is enabled. There was Jackson Byes, excuse me. I said that was, I believe, Vincent Gucci. It was Byes that went around in the 16. Yaroslav Donskoy, the first retiree of the race. You saw the damage heavily on the left side of the Cooper Phillips 34. And the opportunity for a restart will commence once more. And our night in America, fueling victories all year long. So glad to have so many of you with us on this Friday night edition. Always exciting, always fun. Let's get ready to choose again. Daytona being right after this. We go racing from Charlotte and Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. My final broadcast this year will be at Nashville. I believe that's within 2 weeks' time. The Friday night show, the Saturday night show, and Sunday for the All-American 400. Chevy on Chevy, row 1, Toyota Chevrolet, row 2, Toyota Chevrolet, row number 3. Let's get ready to try it again. Pace car, the hard left. Walker on the inside, Michael Mitchum on the outside, back underway. Eladom Contreras, 3 wide inside. Not giving room to Max Swearigan. Swaggy high, Malone giving the edge. Look at Jacob Malone, maybe a foot or so off the outside wall as he tries to sneak through that 15. Walker leads. Movick up the middle. Inches off Jacob Malone. Can he complete the pass? 2 around. James Thurston, Marcus Vanderlee. And the caution will be forced to wave again. Wow. That is unbelievable. And it has been a long, long time since we've seen 3 cautions. Before even lap 20. Let's watch back and see. What a hit. Pretty blatant right there. James Thurston just got right into him. And with there being 3 cautions before lap 20, it is confirmed James Thurston We'll be given an L5 from this race for intentional wrecking. You saw it just a lap earlier. He tried the same thing on him. Marcus was able to save it. James Thurston will be out of this race and maybe out of even more. So Thurston will be given an L5. Once again, update. Still unsure if it will be for Daytona. But you're starting to get in that range where, man, that's 3 cautions before lap 20. Let's put it in mind, the last couple of streams, the whole stream would have a combined maybe 5 to 6 yellows. And then granted, those were Tuesday night editions where the racing is usually cleaner. And Friday night, you know, you have a bigger driver demand. Everyone's excited. The work week is done. The school week is done. They have the weekend to look forward to. But man, it was one wreck after another. And we will have yet another restart. Lights off on top of the pace car once again. Chevy, Chevy, Toyota, Chevy, Toyota, Toyota. Lined up, ready to try it once more. We're starting to see a trend we haven't seen in a while. Las Vegas is a track that at one point used to have caution-free races. Or maybe we'll just have 1 caution in the race. Very, very odd to see 3 before we even get the 60 to go. Time to try it again. Twists, turns, wrecks, and now flips. We usually get to say that's what we saw throughout the night. And the Truck Series, they have blowovers. We're going with them to the World Center of Racing. Keep an eye on it. This is NR Night in America. Can Aiden Walker find an advantage there on Michael Mitchum? Or does something go for a miss? Back green. Walker inside, that's in front of Jacob Wilkerson. Mitchum on the outside. He gets clear. Sean Rowe watching on the Toyota. Up in front of Sully Hans. What a move by Sully Hans to make his way through this field and avoid all the wildness that he saw before. Started this race in the 18th position, has now found his way up to 6 and looking for a big-time win here in the fall. Mulvigan in 4th, Sean Rowe in 5th. Max Steinmeier in the 7th position, navigating the top side of the racetrack. Challenging Hans for the 6th position. Trying what he can. Riding on, this is with Jacob Wilkerson. See them mostly single file down on the inside. Mulvig back to 4th. Max Steinmeier, the switchback. And does it work? I don't think it's going to be able to fully prove me wrong. Max Steinmeier up to 6. Max a man on a mission. He hasn't had a win in quite some time. His last one was at Talladega. Been looking for a big intermediate win. Already 3 cautions on this race, thinning out the herd. No better time to find victory lane, but if you're going to beat someone, you're going to have to beat this guy. Braden Mulvig, the driver from Mankato, Minnesota. Looking to see if he can grab yet another win. He's got 3 drivers dead ahead of him. He knows if he can get through one, the momentum may carry to the second, but it'll also keep him at a distance from Aiden Walker, the driver of the 93. Lap traffic ahead. For the ones just tuning in, we say hello and welcome as it's rush hour from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Already a good bit of drivers off and out of this race. We started with 40. We have 30 left running. And the looks of it, 26 are on the lead lap. There's Jacob Wilkerson back to the inside of the Aiden Walker 93, but still too far back to make a possible lunge. Mitchum inside, Mummick shutting the door. Sean Rowe, who was on a tear this summer, having a drought in the fall. Waiting in the wait, knowing a win could be on the scene. There's Ethan Vietvu. We usually see Vietvu running in the Mega Maroney truck. This time has the driven 6. You can see he's fighting how loose it is. He's going to lose a ton of spots. Frank DeAngelis, Jason Beckman, William Schmidt finding their way through. Who's on the scene and ready to challenge? Jacob Wilkerson. Wilkerson is there to the inside. He's got something for Aiden Walker. Last intermediate win for him, it was Kansas not too long ago. Here's the fight for the lead at Las Vegas. Wilkerson on the deck. Walker in the middle. Sean Rowe, Michael Mitchum, 4 at rest, 2 by 2. And don't look now, but Braden Mummick is creeping that outside. 5, 6 machines going for one spot. There's Max Steinmeier in the Toyota. He peaks to the bottom. Max Swearengen's with them as well. The top 9, all under what looks to be half a second. Top 12 under a full. 3 wide peaking. Sean Rowe to the outside. Holds on to the top of the racetrack. And Michael Mitchum's going to be right with them if that 99 possibly pulls ahead. That 38's going to be right with them. Rowe inside. Steals the deck. Sean Rowe, top of the board, 52 left. And you got Jacob Wilkerson now toe-to-toe. Braden Mummick kissing the wall. James Bomar in 6. He puts his hat in the middle. This is racing in Vegas. And 3 cautions. These drivers have been antsy since the start. And you always wonder, why do you want to watch Friday Night NR? Because when they come to race, it means 110% right from the jump. Steinmeier may have just gone into it there with Jacob alone. They'll drop back outside the top 10. Here's Michael Mitchum. And Sean Rowe's been so fast, so quick. Tough to sit with him, it's tough to work with him. Look at Jacob Wilkerson in the bottom. And the Petty 43 find victory lane once again at Enter Night. Bomar slides, takes the grass. Gets it onto pit road. Will rejoin the field outside the top 15. We stay green. Sean Rowe loose. Starting to see these drivers really get separated. Mummick outside, just barely out of the throttle. Sean Rowe's got Mitchum. .49 to go. See him back to the inside, thinking about it, but Sean Rowe is so loose. Has lost the entire right rear of that race car. Mummick 3 wide on the inside. Goes for the gamble. Gets 1. Can't get 2. Michael Mitchum, new race leader. And that's what I'm talking about right there. Mitchum knew the 42 was going to make that move. Saw a whimpering 99, took full advantage, and Chevrolet leads out west. Rowe will drop back after taking the race lead. He's into the 5th position. Here's Max Steinmeier, back up to 6th. As low as 31st at one point. And if you came here for passing, no, you got a lot of it. Here's the fight for the spot. Challenge, not hard. Braden Movick, new race leader, Las Vegas. But can Mitchum get it back? He got that energy off turn 2. Jumps to the inside, plays limbo. Not allowing the 42 to get away just quick. You love the race in action. Do you love what you see, and do you want more of it? Drop a like. 300 of those, we get race 5. Watching on, Aiden Walker, looking back, Max Steinmeier. The thing about these drivers are trying to find a different lane, whatever it takes. Mitchum there in 2nd. There with Jacob Wilkerson. What can you do? What can you work with? Is there an opportunity at hand? With the laps now fading away, you close into the halfway point. When they get to the line, it will be 4 to go at that. But pit stops are still in the question. Now, we went to Auto Club. We saw what could happen if you get cautions early. Some drivers will say, oh, we got to pit. While others say, wait a minute. I know how my race car can work. Let's stretch it. Now, if we get a caution at this moment, I think we would go green the rest of the way, give or take. I don't think anyone would have to make it to pit road. But already you're starting to see tires become a factor. Max Swearinger just off turn 2, clobbered the outside retaining wall. Aiden Walker there with Jacob Wilkerson. Wilkerson peeking inside of the 93. Sean Rowe. Wilkerson a peek. Max Swearinger in a lunge. Toyota on Toyota, that's the convoy, 4th on back. Aiden Walker trying to size him, trying to hold him. Michael Mitchum scooting away. One goal in mind, catch the 42 with 42 laps to go. Wilkerson struggling big time, finding a way around Max Swearinger. And these drivers have spread out immensely. Steinmeier on the inside. You can see what's going on with Sean Rowe. And he's praying for a yellow. He's either saying a yellow or drivers coming to pit road early because he doesn't want to be the first taker. He comes in, caution comes out. All that track position he would have had goes away. But you can also make the argument, hey, you're losing all the track position. There is no opportunity to win unless you call an audible. Make a move. Come to pit road. With how it's running, it's not looking too good. Long green flag run. We've had multiple leaders this race. Michael Mitchum, 11 of 40. Movick, this being now his 7th. Aiden Walker, 18 of the 41 laps. None out of Jacob Wilkerson. Drivers to follow after that. Still looking for the lead at some point. There was Sean Rowe. That was 4 laps led on this race. All chasing the driver, the number 42. This is NR Night in America. Fueling victories all year long. Let's hit the first objective. Bang, 100 likes in, 100 likes down. That's 200 more to go with 3 races guaranteed at the end of this one once the checkered flag waves. For Movick, it's another opportunity to see victory lane. For Michael Mitchum, it's another reason to prove why he should be considered one of the best. Aiden Walker may have fire coming up. Jacob Wilkerson. The only thing about Braden is he's going to have to catch all this lap traffic early. You see Jason Beckman on the inside. He will drop a lap down. Same that with Frank DeAngelis. DeAngelis to pit road. Look just a little further back. There's Josh Lilly, he's 13th. There's Anthony Burrows there in 12th. William Schmidt in the 9th position. Kind of just stuck, can't go anywhere. You see Sully Hans in front of him. He's got Contreras behind him, but his Toyota has not been working to the best of his ability. River Page now moving to the outside part of the track with the long green flag runs coming. It has laid down rubber in multiple grooves of this track because a lot of the lap traffic was using the outside lane to start. Really making it work. You even see Max Swearengin jumping up there. Rolling center, rolling exit. There's William Schmidt. He's got two ahead of him. Hans inside, Sean Rowe outside. He's peeking, he's wondering if that opportunity will come about. Max Swearengin. Max to run off 4. Nothing to make of it. And the thing is, this top 5 is still under a second of each other, so it's not like Brandon Mummick has blown the doors off anyone, right? There's still time to make up. Now, when do you come to pit road? Now it's even question if they need to. That caution coming out, that third one, really changed the trajectory, the way the rest of this night could be going. You already see some drivers, some takers coming on in. Frank DeAngelis going a lap down. Jason Beckman's in. He's got the right sides up. So pit stops being made, and it's mainly from the drivers deep in the field, right? Mainly for the guys that know, hey, caution comes out, and I already have fresh tires. Maybe something could work if they cycle out and then they have a wreck, right? Once the green flag cycle completes, caution comes out, we'll all have to come to pit road anyways. So might as well jump in, get the lead, and then come in together and get the track position for a possible restart. That's what they're thinking about. And the drivers that are sitting 18th, 19th, 20th, all the way to 31st that are currently still running on the speedway. Half a second the difference. Top 2. Wilkerson, Max Swearengin, Max Steinmeier, another one to the outside lane. Pit road, a lot of takers. And a lot of machines want to do one thing: make the strategy work. Max Swearengin now inches off the outside retaining wall. He's trying to run where the Jacob Wilkerson 43 is not. If Wilkerson is in the tire tracks of Max Swearengin, the car will tighten up and Max will be able to go nowhere. But since Wilkerson is running just a little lower, and Swaggy now sideways off turn 4, there he goes. Goes for a slide in the infield. Single car spin will stay green. Another one in the wall, but an all F4. No need for a yellow. And that just took him out of the question. Trying to do too much with a race car that couldn't do as much as he wanted. There's Michael Mitchum. Aiden Walker in 3rd, Jacob Wilkerson in 4th, Max Steinmeier. Sully Hans there with the William Schmidt machine. Wilkerson P4. Walker in the third position. 29 laps to go from Las Vegas. Max Swearengin went from fighting up inside the top 10 to now looking to be the last driver on the lead lap after some have already cycled through the pit stops. Others just teetering. James Bomar, there's Sean Rowe in the 10th spot. No net gain coming out of Michael Mitchum. Max Steinmeier, Sully Hans. River Page way up the racetrack. Walker, Wilkerson, Mitchum now top 4, just around a second of each other. If you guys are just filing on in or you've been here since the beginning, up next we go to Daytona. It's the world's center of racing on full display for race number 2. The trucks are back with a 2,000 iRating limit. 40 can enter, 40 can race. We'll be very excited to put on full display the action that will be coming on from race 2 to race 3. Gen 4 racing at Charlotte Motor Speedway to super late models at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. That being the 4th race of the night. If you're new to NR Night in America, you love what you see, feel free to subscribe, notifications on, because you will not want to miss a beat of what is to come. All the great action, all the excitement. Also, if you want to hear my in-person broadcasts, they're all live on Track TV and Racing America. RacingAmerica.tv. Been calling races with them since 2023, the beginning of that. This being the 2nd full year with that platform. The 1st full year with Track TV. And mainly calling Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway, Jag Series All-Stars Tour, and ASA branded events. Four tens. Separating Mubbock from Mitchum. Aiden Walker inside of Jacob Wilkerson. Wilkerson going around, and there's Walker to pit road. And this is the point of the race where they're going to start coming in. Or is it still the point of the race where maybe they'll elect to stay out? Josh Lilly is in. Does Michael Mitchum make his way to pit road? Does Braden Mubbock make his way in as well? Starting to see a lot of these guys really back up their stride. And what that's going to do is that's going to allow these guys to start saving some fuel. Lap time fall off nearly 2 seconds. Quickest time out of Braden Mubbock today, a 30.099. Fastest lap, or should I say the last lap in this race, a 31.856. So they're closing in on that 2 second of fall off. Mitchum, the Virginia-based driver. Sully Hans is in. Max Steinmeier is in. Ethan Vietvu is in. They're coming in, they're cycling through. Schmidt in 4th, Burrows in 5th. There's AB. No peak to pit road. Not really a peak by anyone up inside the top 3. 11th on back, they've all already come in for their green flag pit stops. Frank DeAngelis, when they cycle on through, is projected to be the race leader, but provisional lead may come down to Mubbock or Michael Mitchum. Now Mitchum's got to perform either the undercut or the overcut. Now, if I know for sure Michael Mitchum can't make it to the end, he's got to come to pit road and undercut Braden Mubbock, get that fresh rubber. There's enough of a fall off here and not as many laps left where you can tell yourself, hey, Michael Mitchum, you could win this race. Don't come in the same time as Braden Mubbock. Give it a lap or 2 underneath. Get those fresh laps with fresh rubber, quicker lap times ahead of the 42, and play the waiting game. If I'm Michael Mitchell, and I know that 42 also can't make it, I probably come in this time by. Not gonna happen. And Frank DeAngelis will unlap himself. So if things cycle through, DeAngelis will be on the lead. But provisionally, only time will tell. There's Jacob Malone. He's another one that came to pit road. Matter of fact, puts Michael Mitchum into the outside wall. It's tight. Gotta think strategy right here. And in NR Night in America, it's win or bust. The drivers, they keep it on the top fives, they keep it on the top tens. But the viewers really look at one thing, and that's who gets the W. Early going his way through. There's Devins Baker to the inside. All these drivers looking to unlap themselves. With the laps coming to a close, 17 lap. I would say if you got 12 laps to go and you don't come on in, you're staying out. That's just how the race is going to go. This is the battle for fourth. William Schmidt on the outside, Anthony Burrows on the bottom. You see Andres Vades. Damage to his right front. He's slow on the backstretch. Mitchum under pressure, Jacob Wilkerson. $16 laps to go. And Jacob Wilkerson will slot himself in the catbird position. Burrows toe-to-toe with William Schmidt. Aiden Walker looking to make the unlap. I wouldn't also be surprised at some of these drivers if they do something late. It's right sides only and go. And that's if they come to pit road. It's been a mixed bag. Some quick contenders coming in, others staying out. A 3-caution race, all coming within the first 20 laps of this 80-lap feature. Will be over 60 laps of green flag action when they see the checkered flag. Wilkerson is closing. Varez into the grass. Can Jacob Wilkerson perform the upset? He's half a second. 14 to go. Braden Movick, slow to the inside, he's coming to pit road. Wilkerson takes the lead with 14 laps to go. And that just shows you most of these guys cannot be good on fuel. They have to come in. 12 drivers left, nope, check that. I would say 9 drivers have yet to come to pit road. Sean Rowe, one of the drivers that did make their way in. Here's Anthony Burrows on the outside. Wilkerson into the pits. Burrows to the race lead. 12 to go. Now can William Schmidt or Michael Mitchum go the distance? Fuel lottery from Vegas. Can the gamble pay off? This is unreal. Max Swearengin, a slam to the back end of the 2. Remember, went for a slide earlier in this race. Here's the 4th place driver, that's Eladom Contreras. 3rd, River Page. And 2nd is William Schmidt. Look at the telemetry. I just do not know. I don't know if the tires will hold up. I mean, look at the slide that William Schmidt just had coming off turn 4. It's a mix of tires. It's a mix of fuel. Look at Burrows. Not in the gas at all. Rowe, Walker, DeAngelis. They have all already come in for their service. And Anthony Burrows is in a hard save mode. Nine to go. It's going to be tough to see. Schmidt, middle of the racetrack. Fresh off of a win at Sebring. That was just last Tuesday. A caution-free race. And he won it by holding off Ethan Stanley. Stanley coming back from a 5-second deficit. Anthony Burrows. Hoping it's going to work. So much misfortune as of recent. Hoping this won't be added to the list. There's Braden Movick. Movick full saw there in 11th. There's Josh Lilly in 10th. Movick, Mitchum, they both had to come to pit road. Movick has come ahead of the Michael Mitchum machine. So have to think about it. Sean Rowe is still a great bit ahead of that 42. Josh Lilly to the outside. Burrows on the bottom. William Schmidt in the second position. He's still sliding that right rear. And all that info is getting to Anthony Burrows. Hey, the 79 is struggling. There's no drive off for him. If you have to back it up more, back it up more. And for the fans that have watched NASCAR for quite some time, look back to 2008 Homestead Miami Speedway. When Carl Edwards won that race in a fuel lottery, it looked like he was pacing around the racetrack just to make it to the line. 5 to go. He's got a 2.5 second cushion. If he runs out, it'll be a fight between William Schmidt and River Page. This is why you watch Friday night at our Night in America. Burrows looks to maybe have an 8th place car. And now with 4 laps to go, all his money is on red. Three seconds. Schmidt is still struggling. All with power off. River Page into the outside wall. Three to go. Beautiful crowd on hand, watching back at home. All glued to the TV, the phone screen, to see if Anthony Burrows can go the distance. Mitchum to the inside. He will lap himself. What a great race he had. Multiple laps led, including early on. Starting up front. 2 to go. Lap traffic ahead. He's driving it pretty confident. A lot of confidence with that number 2. Anthony Burrows through 3 and 4 will see the white flag this time by. Salamanca, 1 to go from Las Vegas. Now can it hold? Gets it down to 165. Before feathering the throttle, that's coming down off turn number 2. If you're going to win at this racetrack, you're going to have to gamble. And you'll have to hope that gamble is going to pay off. Because it will for Anthony Burrows. He'll find victory lane from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Burrows victorious in race 1. The fuel will hold up for William Schmidt. That's a P2. River Page comes home 3rd. Contreras in 4th. It's a Joey Beck top 5. Sean Rowe, the first one to pit, will be the first one out of the cycle to finish, and that will be 6th. Burrows wins. Up next, Daytona International Speedway for the race fans hanging out with us. Super Speedway action, that's all next. And our night in America, fueling victories all year long. Always fun, always exciting. You knew at that 3rd caution it was going to be close. It all held up. How about it? And our night in America, we'll say it again, feeling victories all year long. What a first race we had. 3 cautions before lap 20, going green the rest of the way. And now we get to talk to your race winner. Anthony Burrows gets ready to join us before we head to Daytona for the 2nd race. 2,000 iRating limit will be on, and we will be ready to go. One of the best drivers to get it done. He's a former e-ticket champion. He won the 2022 Into the AM Southern 500. And now a winner in NR Night in America once more. We'll wait for him to join on in and get ready to hear from AB. But until then, get ready for Super Speedway Racing. That's up next. We'll talk to the driver that almost had the strategy right and had a fall all the way to the wayside. Let's go ahead and interview Jacob Wilkerson while we have the chance. Wilkerson, you look to have a really good shot at winning it. You took the lead at one point, but you had to cycle on through. How close would you have been on fuel?
I was definitely nowhere close to making it on fuel. I had a, unlike those other guys that pitted in the early cautions, and I had to pit for fuel, and then I sped on pit road because the cone was like farther down the pit lane than where the commitment line was, and I was entering the pit lane at like 90 miles an hour. Wow. And yeah, that's basically what happened. We had a fast car though. I think we would have got a for sure top 5, maybe a podium, but yeah.
Well, let's ask the viewers. We're going to Daytona. Is it a day or night race?
I feel like the viewers are probably wanting a night race, but I don't really care if it's day or night.
Does it matter to you?
It doesn't matter to me. I don't care if it's day or night.
Oh, that's something exciting to go ahead and hear.
It's whatever the viewers want.
Heck, yeah. Truck racing. Did you hear about the Tailgate 400?
I did. I don't really plan on doing it. Like what day is it exactly?
November 22nd. That's a Friday.
That's the day before my birthday, fun fact.
Really?
And I would not be available. on that day. So, yeah.
All right. Well, what do you think of the concept?
Like, what do you mean? Like, people running college schemes and
Oh,
all
yeah.
that? I feel like that's pretty cool to watch. And even though iRacing does their own college series, but yeah.
All right. Well, unfortunately, you were not able to find victory lane. You look to be close, but congratulations, and still a very strong outing. That going to Jacob Wilkerson. We'll drag him back. TCB, you're back. It's been a while since we've seen you. How are you?
That boy, he's back, baby. Yeah, I am.
See, I always love interviewing you because you always have a lot of energy. Are you ready for Daytona?
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun to race back in NR. The last time I raced was actually one of the events. I don't remember what event it was, but it was a lot of fun. NWP, how about that? Wasn't that at Daytona, right?
That was at Daytona.
That was at Daytona, yeah. Gosh darn, so long ago.
Just a couple months,
Yeah, hey, but that don't mean that I'm rusty. Don't get it twisted, fellas. All right, everyone in chat, don't get it twisted. TCB's still here. I'm still the king of Talladega. Don't get it twisted. I'm still good at that. I'm still good at this. Don't get it twisted.
Okay.
Ramos, listen, I just want to say, it's always good to talk to you. I miss you. Congratulations on everything that you're doing.
Oh, thank you.
And all my NR fans, everybody that's watching, TCB's back. Don't worry, you know what I'm saying? I'm still here.
Session is up, by the way. If you try to join, 2K iRating is enabled.
Okay.
Got to make sure, you have the opportunity. Okay, I texted you earlier, right, about the possibility of the Tailgate 400. If you're joining, what college are you going to want to join as?
I got to join as a New York college, so I'm going to have to, I don't know, I got to find a New York college, I guess, right?
Unless, I mean, you love the Carolinas.
Oh, no. Yeah. Hold on. South Carolina Gamecocks, let's go. That's what I'm doing.
Really? I thought you were going to go like North Carolina State or something like that.
Oh, no.
Not a fan.
Gamecocks is my favorite team.
Or you go the U. We've yet to get a school for the U.
Oh, no. Screw you.
Whoa.
Not you. But nah. I gotta go. Listen, it's just declared right here, as long as it's fine with you. South Carolina Gamecocks, that is my favorite team. And
really?
In all of NCAA. It's my team on NCAA 25. I love that team. I have actually a coaster sitting right here with the Gamecock logo. That is my team. So listen, that's it. Black and red car, that's it, or maroon or whatever. We're gonna have the Gamecocks on it. That's it.
All right. Well, I think I just got you really excited. So November 22nd, you're gonna be here and you're gonna be racing in it.
Oh yeah, listen, I'm hyped. That's like 2 weeks after my birthday. That's a week before Thanksgiving.
Bang.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's gonna be a crazy time. Everyone get your turkeys ready early. I want everyone to have a turkey in their hand super early for that race because it's gonna be fun. And I want you guys all eat turkey while we race.
So what's the college you don't like? If there is a college you don't like.
If there's a college I don't like, you know what? I ain't gonna lie to you. Roll Tide. Those fans are so annoying. They remind me of Jets fans, honestly, because they win a lot.
We do have an Alabama truck already in through pre-signups, by the way.
Okay, so he's doing a blowover on the back straightaway.
That's Dylan Basin.
Great to know. Oh, Dylan, listen, man, I know we cool, but listen, say goodbye. That's it. You're cooked, dog.
Oh, man. Well, I did not know you were a South Carolina fan. That is news.
Yeah, I didn't know either until one day I was flipping through channels and then I saw Gamecocks. I was like, what? And then they ended up winning the game, so I was like,
was it versus Tennessee?
It was last year. I don't remember who they played. They played some bum team, and they ended up winning like 35-10.
Oh.
And then I watched.
Oops, it is a day race. Excuse me. So Charlotte will be at night, but this is a day race. I want to point that out for the viewers listening back home. Night race will be for Charlotte. That is on me.
This is a day race, everyone. Yep, you heard it.
Forgot to change it.
Ramos, I miss you, dog. It's so long.
It's been a long time since you picked me up at Daytona. For the ones that don't know, I might as well say the story, right? Because it is a really funny story.
It is.
I'm walking down, what is it, International Boulevard? I believe that's the road. And I'm looking to meet up with my parents. I get a call from TCB. He's like, where are you at? And I'm like, well, I'm about to be at the corner. Well, I think I was like, I'm walking down near turn 1. What side? The side that it's not the racetrack. Really? Are you near like a Target? Target? Well, I mean, I think so. I'm near a Chick-fil-A. No way, I'm in a car, hold on. And you pull over out of nowhere and pick me up. And then guess what? We got you free parking, right?
Yeah, free parking.
Work the magic.
Turn my wheels. Turn my wheels.
Turn the wheels.
Good.
Are you a Tar Heel fan?
Am I a Tar Heel fan?
Daniel Mosteller will be in that Tar Heel blue for the tailgate 400. You know that?
Go over down the back. Gamecock will win. 2025.
All right. Well, last time you won at Daytona, I believe, is with the SRX cars, right?
Yes, actually. Wow, my God, I wasn't even dating my girlfriend when I won that race.
Wow.
Yeah.
So she's watching right now, and you got to win, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, listen, for sure. TCB's first race back in like 3 months. He's got to win. I swear to the field, if y'all wreck me, just know, like, you're going over the fence. You're going on International Boulevard.
Well, they can blow over now, the trucks.
That's right. International Boulevard. Listen, where that new Costco is, that's where you ended up if you wreck me.
Oh. Oh, my goodness.
I didn't go in there, but it looks pretty nice. You know, I was down there in August.
I cannot believe it. We did not meet up at Daytona this year. Well, we did for the 500, but not for Coke Zero because, you know.
Pretty cool. I will not lie. That was pretty cool. You met my parents. Guys, Ramos met TCB's parents. By the way, also, I just want to say, if you guys did or did not see me in Charlotte, I was very low key, but some of y'all actually did point me out. I appreciate y'all last week.
There we go.
Going to Martinsville. That for the first time ever. I don't really know like what to do around the area, so if anyone wants to let me know, I'm completely open.
I wouldn't know what to expect if I went to Martinsville.
Martinsville hot dog, I guess. But I hear they changed. So I heard they're not as good.
They changed.
I don't know. They're not the same. It's like 2004.
Wow.
That's a long time ago.
They have the next-gen hot dog. It's just a different aero package. You guys just have to change your taste buds a little bit.
It's got a diffuser on the bottom that cuts your tongue.
What it was like? Is it more bread or something? Is the bread different?
That's what it is. It's more bread, less dog.
Yeah. All right, 3 minutes left to go before you go racing. 40 laps here with the trucks. You've won a truck race here, if I'm not mistaken. You've also won a rain short into the next day race in NR Night in America, right? Was that trucks at Talladega?
That was, and hey, listen, you didn't forget it, nobody else forget it, I didn't forget it, you didn't forget it, nobody else is ever going to forget that. The first and only rain-shortened Talladega race, actually, NR race ever, that,
Whoa, pump the brakes. We've actually had a rain-shortened race at Daytona before where we actually had rain come through. We did. We actually did it.
What?
Yes, we made it like a 100-lap race. We put the rain to come on through. We found a way to get through the system, and it started pouring. We could do it tonight if you wanted us to race 5. I will do that.
You can still do that?
Yes, you can. If you guys want a rain-shortened NR race, we can do it for race 5. We could do like 40 laps, like almost guarantee it. And then after that, if the rain comes through, the night is over.
Heard it here first. Hey, Ramos is experimenting. He wants to do it again.
It was fun when we did it. It was very fun. The caution came out. It started raining. We've been to a race before where the car is wrecked because of rain.
By the way, Master Ramos, does everyone make this race?
Everyone makes this race. Oh, okay. We have it at 41 because a certain driver has been L5 from this race due to his actions in the previous event.
Oh, shout him out. Who is it?
Oh, you want to just throw him under the deck?
Yeah. I mean,
we could throw him under the bus.
Man, Thurston. See, that's that thing, man. He's a Josh Berry fan, always running that 4 car. He just like him, man, for real. Like.
You don't like Josh?
I mean, I do, but I mean, he's kind of a slink, you know. I mean, I like Thurston, but you know, sometimes he could be a slink. You know, all right, hold on, let me explain what a slink is, everyone, real quick. You know, a slinky. So y'all know slinky, like the little thing with the what is that? The rings? Yeah, the rings that like go up and down and stuff.
So when I say, I think slinky, the Disney in me thinks slinky dog.
Yeah, okay, yeah, literally like Slinky Dog, right? Except like he's going downstairs, but like he's just like flopping all over the stairs.
Okay.
Like he doesn't go straight down, like he's all over the place. He's a slink. He slinks all over the place, left, right, up, down, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
He's not like Buzz Lightyear, like Demos. Demos is everyone's hero. He's like the American hero now for some reason. Mr. Fanta over there.
We are getting drivers saying they want us to make it 60 cars because demand is so high. Do we make it 60 cars for Charlotte and bump 20?
ECB saying, hell no. You kidding me?
Really? Well, explain why.
No. Because, bro, we're going to be under yellow for half the race.
Well, 60, no, like bumping through qualifying.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. You know what? Yeah, because I'm trying to see guys like Jaden Hall, too, get bumped. I don't know. Hey, listen, I'm not calling them out, but I don't.
You're calling a lot of people out. I think you're having a great Friday night.
I'm having a great Friday night. I'm so glad to be back, man. You know, I miss the fans. I miss NR. I miss my boy Ramos. Yeah. Man, let me tell you, man, I miss you, man. I miss doing this. So I'm just glad to be here, and hopefully I win. But if I do a blowover, then hey, you know what? Load her up. We'll do the next one.
All right. Well, we'll keep all of that in mind. NR Night in America. Feeling victories all year long. This is with a 2K iRating cap on. So we're ready to see it. Everett Couch, I believe that's his last name. Hall, Jaden Hall, too. Is that the person that you're a little worried about? He's on the front row.
Well, and yeah, him and Brody Pope. I never heard of Brody Pope. That's kind of a scary name. So, but.
Well, here's the thing also. We have a lot of driver demand, but you know what we haven't done? We haven't hit 300 likes. So if all those drivers want a 5th race tonight, because our races have been going a lot quicker, you know? So if y'all want a 5th race and want to continue to race and have the opportunity to race tonight, you can. Drop in a like, 300 likes, and we could get it done. Because if you think about it, the reason why we have so many races is so everyone has an opportunity to at least take the green flag. So very grateful for the driver demand we have at NR Night in America. But if you guys want that race and all the drivers back at home want it, 300 likes, you'll get a 5th race and a 5th opportunity at racing tonight. Thank you so much, TCB, for hanging out with us. Good luck as we get ready.
Hold on, wait. Let me talk to the fans real quick. Hey, 300 likes. Come on, man. TCB's back. Y'all gotta like because TCB's back. And I know you guys want to watch more racing. I mean, NR is great. It's the greatest thing on iRacing, greatest show on iRacing. Y'all smash that like button right now for TCB and for Ramos. So, yeah, good luck tonight. I can't wait to race.
Yeah, you heard it. Matter of fact, the compressors did a really good job at working on that one. That's TCB, ladies and gentlemen. He'll be ready to go green flag racing, as do others. Left side of your screen, you'll see them continue to throw their way through the 40 driver entry list. It actually should be 41 unless the one driver has not made it to the grid. Yes, it is. 41 drivers. There's Andrew Hurley lined up. Baker starting in 39. James Bomar, Chase Schaefer. A lot of those trucks very deep in the field. Jason Beckman. You also see some trucks with some universities already on them as a lot of drivers are gearing up and getting their schemes ready for the Tailgate 400. Let's get ready to go green. We'll say those magical words. God, speed, drivers. You are go for throttle up. Couch, Hall, Schmidt, Lilly, Wilkerson, Walker, Contreras, Hans, Kenyon, Shaver, Workman, West, with Mostiller, Pope, Beck, and others. Let's go green. Truck Night in America. Always exciting, always fun. You never want to miss it. Pace car ready to make the hard left onto pit road. The field has lined up 2 by 2 from the world center of racing. Truck night in America. You love it, you ask for it, you adore it. Because it's always a blast to watch and see who is going to nail the back of a tailgate, shove another one to the lead. Will allies come forward or will foes become collected? 40 laps to find out as we light the fuse from Daytona Beach. Out on the inside, lined in with the William Schmidt truck. Jacob Wilkerson downstairs with them as Hall and company went nowhere. 2 by 2, 3 by 3, way deep in the field. A lot of separation. Some drivers wanting to get out of Dodge, not liking what they see up front. Others saying, hey, great racing up here. Let's go ahead and join that pack. Others waiting and wondering if something's going to go wrong. Can they have enough time to react? Counts leads lap 1. Jaden Hall on the outside. Lined in with Josh Lilly, lined in with others. William Schmidt on the inside, no change just yet. Now Josh Lilly wants to get out of Dodge. Jumps away to the outside. 3 wide, 2 rows deep. He'll pick up Bassinez. Brody Pope and others still stuck 2 by 2. Now you may be looking at a certain truck in the middle of this field and say, who is driving that Tar Heel 9? Well, that's Daniel Moss. Oh, trouble. 1 truck up and into the air, back on all 4s, and that will be Andres Varez. Most go to scatter and the caution will wave. That's the 99. Kozlov with the 17 of Vincent Gucci, who look to be involved in the mess. As Andres is already on pit road. Let's go see what happened. And just got hit in the back. Just went around, the truck caught air right away. Watch again, this time from a different angle. These are the drivers mainly running back half of the field of the main group. And he does come up, but Netco definitely was a huge result of it. So we should have done right there was just lock it down. I mean, the 16 of Gucci has no idea that he's coming down. Jaden Hall will be the race leader. Aiden Walker will be second. And others as they file on through. And we'll get ready for a big time restart. Looking up and down the left side of our screen to see who's in this field, who's racing what. Let's go ahead and have a quick chat here with Daniel Mosteller. Demos, how is it?
Howdy.
Howdy indeed. All right, Tar Heel 9, love it. Really good looking truck. So you roll around this track, you got a lot of competitors in front of you, but you also have a lot of competitors behind you. What's the game plan throughout this 40-lap race?
Well, we have to make a pit stop, so what I'm gonna do is they're all pit. I'm staying out.
Really?
But yeah, I don't think you can make it yet, so I'm gonna stay out and take the track position. Looks like, you know, getting track position is going to be pretty hard. So I'm going to stay out, lead a few laps. Hopefully I catch another yellow, maybe in like 5-10 laps, and then make my pit stop. If the e-ticket, or I don't know if I should have said that, if the event is supposed to be at Talladega, I think this will be a good showing to the viewers how that race will play out.
That's going to be interesting to see. There is a good chance that it could be an e-ticket. That's still very much up in the air. We're watching what you could do now with this restart impending. But staying out, what is the fuel window looking like, and how many cautions do you think you would need to not have to pit at all?
I would say it looks like one more yellow and maybe 2 to 3 laps at the earliest. Based off of my calculations, I only need about 5 gallons of fuel, and the tank holds just under 19. So I just need a little bit of a run before we get a yellow. Obviously, the guys that pit just now, they'll have a quicker pit stop when we do get a yellow in a couple laps. But I'll take the track position for now, get some screen time up in the front, and get this beautiful paint scheme, some much needed attention.
It is really cool. Lane Sanders made that paint scheme. Glad that you're already representing it. A long distance from the Coca-Cola 9, even though there is Coca-Cola branding on that, even Jordan branding. So I know you're a big fan of North Carolina. Do you like the colors on the truck?
Well, at first I was a bit hesitant about it, because obviously I just run basically a blank 9 car with usually red, so having a blue mobile definitely different, but I like it. And yeah, I'm excited to start representing just a little bit early before the event. It's going to be a lot of fun.
All right, you get to choose this time, inside, outside. Which one are you going with?
I'm choosing inside.
What do you think about the choose cone returning?
I think it's a great idea. Enforcing it, I think it's going to be a little bit of a challenge. But I was watching it off-tracking it last race. I was, you know, as long as you're making it obvious you're going low or high, I don't really care personally. As long as you're kind of committed to something and not really trying to cheat way up in the front.
All right, 35 laps to go in this race. Still the question if you can make it to the end on fuel. Good luck.
Thank you.
That's Daniel Mosteller, multi-time e-ticket champion and NR Night in America, getting ready to go back at it once more. This field will line up 2 by 2. We are hearing reports just one truck is out of this race, and that would be Jason Beckman. So 40 trucks still stand. 41 took the green flag. Chevrolet on the front row. That's to the inside. Make it a Chevy lockout row 1 with Joey back on the outside lane. They'll get ready for the big time restart as it all gets ready to weigh on back down. Truck Night in America. Always exciting, always fun, and always electric. Multiple machines ready to go green. Pace car making the hard left on the pit road. They'll all be ready to try it again. Back green from Daytona. Schaefer out of line, driving the 41. Lined up with Joey back. Swearigan shoved by William Schmidt, help from Contreras. Didn't take long for them to go 3 wide. Yahir Rodriguez navigates wayside. Lined in with the 18 accounts. Mosteller will lead this lap ever so slightly. Max Swearinger on the outside. His company's going to help him out. A shove to the top of the board. And in great hands, too. William Schmidt doing a fantastic job just laying on the tailgate. Chase Schaefer up the middle, needing more help, not able to get it. Swearinger went outside to middle, down to the bottom. Toyota, Ford, 2x2. Look at Spencer Burns in the unsponsored Mustang. Check that. What's going to say Mustang? That's a Tundra, baby. And it's moving to the outside. Swearinger leads that one, 32 to go. Schaefer in the middle. Joey Beck right with him. And you got to keep an eye on William Schmidt on that outside. He's lined in with Aladom. Contreras, a man on a mission to help out that third lane. They will get numbers, and a numbers gain it will be to see if they can rocket forward. Now it's Chase Schaefer in the F-150. Dicey Racing, a lot of laps remaining. It's 3 wide, 4 rows deep. Max Swearinger on the bottom, pushed by the Tar Heel 9. Swaggy leads, 31 left. Now, if you're not within these 4, 5, 6 rows, this may be a time where you say, let's back out a little bit. If there's nowhere for us to make a net gain and putting our truck in position, why not drop back to the second group? Maybe even that third group. You just came in through the pit stop cycle. A lot of these guys that are up front just happen to be up front because that's where they were at the time of the cycles. They decided to stay out instead of coming on in. So if I'm sitting there in 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, and I say I can't punch my way through this field, let's drop back to 25th, because the last time we went to Daytona, it was with the Xfinity Series. We questioned, hey, we haven't had a big one in the middle of a race for a long time. Can it happen now? And it did. Wilkerson brings his 43 in Silverado, top of the board. Burns 3 wide middle. Aiden Walker outside with the 16, trouble, 1 in the air. Cooper Glick going for a slide, that's for the 38th position. And the 46 of Ben Ledford is hard into the inside wall, but this did happen deep in the field. Vincent Gucci, second time involved in an incident. That's for 35th, that's for 31st. It's deep, they say, let's stay green. Yahir Rodriguez and others cycle throughout the main group. 30 laps to go now, 29. And that's bold to not get a caution. And Yahir Rodriguez with damage. Let's see what we missed. Burns cycling throughout the middle of the field. And there was the netcode issue that we've all worried about. That has been plaguing iRacing for quite some time. And actually recently became a big issue. A lot of drivers and teams have been talking about. I mean, Burns was nowhere near touching Yahir Rodriguez, and they just came together, and what it's now done is made this race more about 2x2. So a wreck that probably should have been a caution, including with a truck getting airborne, comes down on all fours, but was outside the top 30. Then Yahir Rodriguez, pancake in the right side. This now looks to be a 20 or so truck pack, and then Group 2 has got the rest of them. They're mostly single file. And they're going to form up quickly to the main pack. Schaefer, the leader on the outside. That's with Daniel Mosteller. Schaefer leads on the inside, projected to go to the University of Michigan. Look at how loose the 9 got after getting jammed up by Joey Beck. And Joey just slammed right in the back end. Sully Hans in the 98. Oh! no trouble. One truck hard and into the catch fence. Make it two. Josh Kenyon's involved. Left side's up and in the air. Chase Kroll gets a piece of it. The big one strikes with 27 to go. Wow. Can you believe it? They're still wrecking James Bomar. Jaden Reyna still not down on all fours. He went nose first, dolphin dived into the catch fence, and his night just may be over. And this is what we worried about. When was it going to happen? And if we knew if it was going to come in a corner, it was going to be lunchtime, and it very much was. Can you believe it? They were just littered. You saw it on the drone cam. Joey back. Takes him for a ride. Unreal. And the whole field just gathered on up. 3 by 3, you know something's gonna go for a miss. And when it did, there was nowhere to go. That for Josh Kenyon. Another one that caught it. Watch Joey Beck. Now, all he has to do is just watch the back bumper of the 9 right here, and man, he came down the track in a hurry. You see the 8 truck getting a piece of it. And then Josh Kenyon. Chase Kroll, River Page. It'll probably be easier to say who's not involved. There's the damage on James Bomar. The Ancient World drivers saying we're just going to park it down here. William Schmidt may have had the view of a century, and I don't think he even got a lick of the incident. Let's watch back. It's almost like he could just sense it the second he saw the smoke. Quickly jamming on the brakes. Chase Kroll. Unfortunately for him, he had a bigger impact. Let's watch. All he can see is just things going on. Not the worst hit in the world, but he did get air. Caution is out now for the second time in this race. There'll be 24 laps remaining. Line him back up 2 by 2. Spencer Burns will be the race leader. Max Swearigan, Couch, Joe West, and others. Pit road, I believe it's still a busy one. And yes, it is. TCB, I believe he was involved in the incident. He's out. Jaden Reyna, he may be done as well. Vincent Gucci, he's gone. Goodbye, see ya. Nothing really yet. A Brody Pope, there he is. He's on the racing surface. Trying to check in on Baker. No, done. Shaver still on pit road, but destroyed. Drivers confirmed out of the race. Jason Beckman, Vincent Gucci, James Bomar, Soisani with Terrell Baker, Dakota Lasky, Joey Beck, Sully Hans, and Andrew Hurley. That leaves us with 27 trucks on the lead lap, including Andres Varez, who was involved in the first wreck, with maybe 3 or 4 multiple laps down. And that's what's left running. That's no guarantee that they'll be in contention for the win. 24 to do it. Spencer Burns, Max Swearengin. Gouts, West, Workman, Schaefer, Ornish, Wilkerson. When it's trucks, it really just stands for clashing. And we'll get an opportunity at a big-time restart. Toyota on the inside, Toyota on the outside, holding on to the front row. 23 remaining from Daytona Beach. One spinning to the inside. Jackson buys. Single truck spin. Cody Workman, Joe West. Both drivers from Florida. Joe, the driver from Jacksonville. Cody, the driver from Fort Myers. Originally from Illinois. All right, what can you work with? Workman up the racetrack. Slotted in tow. 22 left. Now this is going to be Spencer Burns' best shot at winning a race. He's got the hope for a nice push from that 32. Couch, Workman, Bassinez getting a key from behind. Cortinas really helping him out. I think Schaefer sees the net gain. Jumps outside. Cody Workman. No, make that jaw. Joe West outside. 3 wide, new race leader. Oh, West, no room, and there they go. Schaefer turns the 1, and they pile up off turn 4. Cooper Glick late into the pileup. Man. Third caution with 21 to go. And it will bring up yet another restart. And you saw it there with Schaefer. And Joe doesn't usually race on iRacing as much as he used to. Flips to the outside with the 41. And what it almost looked like was the 41 was clipping through, but you see Schaefer get right in the back end of him. Nails the tailgate of the 1, and West just went right up the track and then got slammed into it. Massinez, there is damage on the 9 of Mosteller. Oh, just narrowly missed getting hit in the tailgate. And a restart will be imminent. Spencer Burns is projected to be the favorite, but you still have Anthony Burrows, Jacob Wilkerson, and all these drivers lined up for what could be yet another attempt at a restart. A lot of action, a lot of wrecks. Let's go talk to Cooper Glick. Cooper, John Ramos, you got a copy?
Hi, I did not expect to get put in here. Hello?
Well, we saw you late into the wreck. You nailed the nose. How's the truck?
We're fine. I was too busy laughing because we were all predicting it. Like, it was 5 of us. We were all, oh, they're gonna wreck this corner. They're gonna wreck this corner. And they all wrecked that corner. I was just dying laughing. I didn't realize the entire bottom was just clogged.
Did you guys predict who was gonna wreck it?
I think it was, I don't even remember who we were predicting it. Was it, I don't even know. No, I think we did though. Who caused it?
Schaefer.
Oh, it was 100% Schaefer. Yeah, we did call it. We did call it.
Oh my gosh. Well.
I'll be honest, John, I was gonna wreck him for last stream, but he wrecked himself anyway, so it's fine.
Okay, well, it's unfortunate that this is all happening, but hey, you still have a shot. I did see the nose damage, was worried about that, but it looks like he'll be restarting around, what, 11, 12, give or take?
I don't know. I had to get my lap back anyways. We're probably in the back anyway.
All right, well, you'll have 18 laps to go for the restart. Good luck.
Thank you.
And that would be Cooper Glick continuing to talk with drivers. Most, you're involved in the mess. Is the truck done?
No, I got it all fixed.
Really?
But yeah, it is all fixed. Essentially brand new, so we're not out of it yet.
Do you think you still have a shot at winning, or do you think it fully came back to what it was before?
There's still some damage on the right-hand side, but I think if it's Daytona, anything could win. I finished second in the NWP last year with no nose, so anything is possible. But it'll be an uphill battle to get the win. But I don't think we're done wrecking yet. There's been a lot of crashes, a lot of big wrecks, so hopefully I can get back up to the front. I think I'm not that far back, so gotta lock in either over and
All right, time will tell to see what happens. Good luck. That's Daniel Mosteller. 1 to go is out. Race fans will go green this time by. They have choose inside or outside. Anthony Burrows selecting the outside lane. Cody Workman electing the inside lane. As the impending restart prepares, let's give you an update on the event. 2 massive incidents, 3 cautions. Schaefer out, Hurley out, Sully Hans out as well. Josh Kenyon is still in, but he's already 5 laps down. They're still getting to work on his truck on pit road. Max Swearigan, there he is. He's 1 lap down. They're still quick to work on the Adidas machine. Joe West, he was involved in it 1 lap down. Still no rear tailgate with, it looks to be Chad Hornish also sitting on the pit road. Eladon Contreras will be restarting in 25th. As 25 trucks will still have the overall shot at going to victory lane. Some of the bigger wrecks we have seen in NR Night in America have been so far tonight. We are ready to see if it's come to a close or maybe it's just getting started. Pace car, the hard left on the pit road. 2x2 to the restart zone, 18 laps to go. Workman inside, Burrows outside, 2x2. No push for 3 wide, now there is. Varas lined up with Mosteller. Three wide, now they're on the wall, Tevins Baker. Some scattering into the grass. Varas was a part of that pinch. They all make it through back 2x2. We stay green. That that was about to be yet another caution. Workman inside. Still there with Wilkerson. Burrows fighting all he can to keep them behind. Burrows to the inside. Josh Lilly on the outside. He's in tow. That's with William Schmidt. Cortinez one sideways. River Page. Schultz down to the bottom. Jefferson Manchild gifting a membership to all the viewers that won a third race tonight. 300 likes will take it away. Schmidt to the lead outside. That's with Cortinez. Cortinez has never won a race in Enter Night in America. And Zayden now has that opportunity. He's sitting bridesmaid with company behind and one spot to beat. Workman loose. Able to gather it back up. Wilkerson in a world of his own. See William Schmidt sitting right in the middle. Martinez, Burns, Lilly. Trouble, Spencer Burns. Sideways, Cortinez into the air. Flips violently down the super stretch. Cautionable wave with 15 to go. Wow. That will be the fourth caution of the race. A lot of airtime tonight. Let's watch back. That thing is when most got him. Just ever so slightly. But then again, Spencer Burns has had netcode issues today. You saw it there, and once that truck got hit by the nose of Josh Lilly, there was nowhere to go. Then the rear deck lid, I believe, just shunted into the ground. Then there was really nowhere to go. The damage to the Spencer Burns 06. Watch again. Oh, it actually started on the bottom with Josh Lilly. And that's where they went around. Man. Caution is out on the speedway now with 13 laps to go until we will see somebody go to victory lane. William Schmidt, now the race leader. Now we are waiting to get official. There was an update on what exactly happened. We saw Josh Lilly get airborne. Excuse me, Cortinez get airborne. Josh Lilly make contact with him. Spencer Burns was involved. Wilkerson, Walker, Mosteller, that's the top 4. Josh Lilly, Yahir Rodriguez, and Cody Workman, Anthony Burrows. Burrows being 8th. Will Shack, Landon Gentry, Kuznoff, and Jaden Hall being that top 12. Update, Chad Hornish out of the race. Spencer Burns out of the race. We'll wait to see if Zayden Cortinez is out of the race as well. And we will get the one to go this time by. So 11 laps to go here from the World Center of Racing. Beautiful driver to man on a Friday night edition of NR Night in America. So grateful for everyone that has attempted to join in tonight's racing. If you want more of it, pretty simple. Go ahead and drop a like on the stream. 300 likes will take you the way for a race number 5. And we continue to monitor situations as they go. Schmidt inside, Wilkerson outside. If you want to stay up to date on all the things that are going on in NR Night in America, if you want to stay up to date on everything that is going on with my broadcasting in the IRL side, you can live on Racing America Track TV or join the Discord down in the live chat. We will continue to link it as time goes on. And you'll be able to join the vast community, 3,000 Discord members. That chat, the mosh pit is always full. You can talk to whoever you like. It is honestly always a lot of fun. Let's get it, the one to go. Can Jacob Wilkerson bring the 43 to victory lane? Or maybe, just maybe, we could see an underdog winner. Can the closer shut him down? Time to find out. 12 to go. Ford Chevrolet, Chevy Lockout, row 2. Pace car, hard left on the pit road. William Schmidt will lead him down with sticks on the board. Wilkerson outside, shove, heave. That's from the 9 of Mosteller. Schmidt on the inside, help from Aiden Walker. And they know it's go time. Schmidt to the outside to cover the 43. 10 to go. Nailed at the tailgate. And it's going to be tough for these drivers behind to build up a run. Most daylight, top of the racetrack. What's that going to bring? That's Yahir Rodriguez. Rodriguez lined in with the 9. Schmidt lined in with him as well. Anthony Burrows, remember, he just went to victory lane in the last race. Can it be a Ford Blue Oval back-to-back in the first 2 rounds? 9 to go. Thundering. Back to the embankment. Starting to see some of these trucks already getting anxious. That's about 6 or 7 rows back. When do you jot out a line? When do you have the opportunity When do you find that momentum? And when you get there, do you use it or do you wait? Do you think it's too early to make a run? But if you wait too long, you're not going to victory lane. Yair Rodriguez, the driver from Illinois. In the University of Illinois, number 16, trying to get a win before the tailgate 400. So all remember the look of his scheme. Cooper Glick, 3 wide middle, one-time winner at NR Night in America. Have to go back to January of 2022. That was at Talladega with the Next Gen. Cody Workman needs help, not gonna get it. There they go. Multiple trucks getting airborne. Massinez with Jaden Hall, and the caution will fly with 8 laps to go. Koznov, Varas, Andres has been involved in 3 incidents tonight. And I think he'll be the root cause of this one. Another big hit. Watch on this from the drone shot. Yeah, and you can just see, I know that's not the greatest angle, but you can just tell that there was an impact. Cooper Glick going back down on all fours, being involved in it. Time is ticking. Trucks keep wrecking. And we're going to have maybe 5 laps to go before we see the finish. Top 20 showcased on the left side of your screen. Lights coming off this time by. William Schmidt will be able to choose the inside or the outside lane. Wilkerson will go top. Mosteller will choose the bottom to line up with his buddy. That will force Aiden Walker on the outside lane. No, checkmate. The 93 and the 79, that's SKS. Most going to the bottom means the teammates can't line up. So Walker is going to go with Jacob Wilkerson. 16 of Andres Varas will choose the bottom. The 6th place position of Anthony Burrows will also choose that inside lane. That's going to force some of these drivers to sit single file unless, there he is, Burrows, a late reaction, but will choose that outside. Forcing Josh DeLuey on the bottom. Landon Gentry on the outside, Cody Workman on the bottom. And all heads one place. All roads lead to victory lane, but only one driver can go ahead and visit. It will be just 5 laps to go. Time to try it again. Pace car jolts on the pit road. Schmidt, Wilkerson, 5 to go. All over Schmidt. Yair not leaving him. 14 drivers left on that lead lap. Mosteller and Schmidt, Wilkerson, Aiden Walker. If something's going to work, it's going to have to be soon for the stragglers sitting row 6, row 7. 4 to go. Not a lot of room to work with. Mosteller stuck on the bottom. Only path to victory is to get Schmidt out in front and hopefully get himself cleared of Jacob Wilkerson, hoping Aiden Walker does not give the key the 43 needs. Schmidt to cover. There's the opening for the 9. Wilkerson will sail back into the pack. Tar Heel Blue versus the F-150. 3 to go. Shaq buys, looking, wondering. Can something open up? Yahir Rodriguez, you can feel it, his first victory, just right in his hands. Can Rodriguez sneak for a way through? Walker outside, that's what Josh Lilly, knowing that the Red Bull has gone to victory lane here before. That with a truck on the road course in a multi-class race now needs to help on an oval. 2 to go. All chips in the middle, this is what you've got. Most contact with the 93. Giving Schmidt daylight, maybe too much. Gotta size him back in. Gets a thud to the back of the tailgate. Now 3 wide, here comes Chase Crawl. Crawl has never won a race in our night in America. Can he get it? With just around a lap remaining, Schmidt blocks 1, blocks 2, Salamanca, 1 to go for the World Center of Racing. And he's gonna be mirror driving whatever it takes. Crawl, top shelf, not a lot of room. Schmidt to the middle. Nearly closed the door on the 9. Most opens it back up. Schmidt goes around. He's airborne, flicks down the backstretch. Mosteller involved. We stay green. And Burrow's gonna have help, but that's gonna be from Wilkerson. Final time, 3 and 4. Crawl to cover. That's in front of Josh Lilly. Lays on Aiden Walker. It's gonna be a drag race to the start-finish line. Crawl in the wall. Who's gonna win it? Eladon Contreras, victorious from Daytona as he nails the Caps fence just past the start-finish. Can you believe it? A ridiculous accident in the closing laps of this race. And it goes the way of Mr. Candyman. Contreras' first win since Michigan of 2022. And silence will fill over the racetrack. Wow. What a race. What a finish. Can you believe it? And this is what we could expect for the Tailgate 400. Man. Just cannot believe what we just saw. We'll have to go back, and I mean way back, to everything that unfolded final lap. How about 2 to go? This is where Eladom was. And our night in America. William Schmidt, the master of mirror driving. Oh, so close. They were laying on each other just to take the white. And then things got nasty, and I mean in a hurry. Watch this. So Schmidt is in the middle. Not a lot of looking, not a lot of peeking just then. And then he gets clipped. That's by Aiden Walker. Most goes for a slide. That's into the inside wall. Just tapped it. And you thought to yourself, oh my goodness, are we going to get a first-time winner? Here comes Burrows. That's with Jacob Wilkerson. And now what happens here with the 93? Crawl the block. That's Josh Lilly. He saw Burrows get tagged by the quarter panel. Walker comes up the racetrack. Burrows was not making contact with him. Ooh, that's going to be tough. That could be a suspension for the rest of the night. He clearly just slammed into him. And here comes Eladom Contreras, the long jump. He didn't even have all 4 tires on the ground when he won that race. But it was just enough to get him back. Watch again. Comes down the track, gets collected. 2 tires, 4 tires. Cinema. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And I mean in a very, very good way. Congratulations to Eladom Contreras and the company of PBR. They'll go to victory lane. That means we get to chat with them. Eladom, what a win.
Yo, we finally did it, bro. It's been 2.5 years, bro.
2.5 years.
Realistically, there's no chance I'm standing here, bro. I had like 3 minutes of damage still left. There's no way.
You did it with all 4 tires off the ground.
That's one way to come back to victory lane.
You and Todd have both won for PBR by wrecking.
I don't know if that's a good record. I don't know.
I just cannot believe it. Congratulations.
Dude, thank you so much, bro. I want to thank every single driver on PBR. They were cheering me on in the chat, but also in the voice chat,
I
too.
hope
So that means
it's
a lot.
clipped to that reaction.
Dude, like my Discord wasn't even working, but like, I don't know, dude. You should have heard my parents, bro. They were watching. Some of my classmates were watching, so that was pretty cool.
That's awesome. Awesome. Well, oh, and it's a Friday, too. Well, they'll remember this Monday, right?
Yes, sir.
That was so cool. When we saw that wreck come up, we knew someone was going to win. We didn't know who. And here you came. Walk me through the final laps.
So I was like, what, P20 with like 2 to go. My truck had no pace at all. If I pulled out of the line, it was over. So I just stayed behind. I don't even remember what car was behind, honestly, dude. Like, I don't even know what number they were, but it was like a black truck or something. So I just kept pushing them, and then I went middle with Josh Lilly, I think. And then they just started wrecking below me. I saw Wilkerson, and then they just started wrecking everywhere. And then next thing I knew, I was in the air. In the air, all I saw was the catch.
Were you celebrating in the air?
Dude, I was like, there's no way I lost again at Daytona, because I've lost so many at Daytona. I was like, dude, there's no way. This is how it goes, bro. There's no way again. But
That was awesome.
this time the standings were on my side, so
They were.
it was good.
And you're pretty unique how you race, right? Don't you race in the kitchen?
Yeah, I do race in the kitchen, yep. I race in the kitchen.
Was the family there? Were they there for the reaction?
They were still making a lot of noise, so I'm surprised you can't hear them right now, but they're still shaking right now.
That is sick. That is so cool. Wow, congratulations. Do you want to say anything to anyone watching back at home?
I want to thank all the classmates I've watched, and I want to thank you for putting this on. Todriff, I think he was watching, so we finally got another dub for PBR. He could have won this Tuesday, but I got it done today.
PBR is back. Are you racing tailgate?
I hope so. I think I am free that Friday.
We're gonna have to get a university on for you if that's the case. PBR is back. Oh my goodness.
We are so back.
Well, great race, great win, but to get to this point, you had to avoid all the melee. Were you involved in any incidents at all? You must have, because you had 3 minutes that required, right?
Yeah, I was involved. I think it was like lap 20, the restart. I just got ran over by Demos, but it wasn't his fault. He got ran over from the guy behind, but that gave me like 5 minutes of required, so I had to fix that. But this is something I always do in NR. No matter how much damage you get, you always got to finish the race. I remember I finished like 27 laps down in the e-ticket, but we still got a top 15 out of it. So you always got to finish these races. You never know what can happen.
I can't wait for Monday. They must be celebrating with you when you get into class. What is it, like your first period classmates?
First period and last period.
Oh, that is awesome.
I gotta wait.
They gotta play the stream on the big screen when they all get to cheer for you. That is so cool. Wow.
Yeah, it's gonna be insane.
Well, that's a Friday night of a finish right there. Well, congratulations on the win. We were going to Charlotte for race number 3. PBR back on top. Congratulations, Aladam Contreras.
Thank you so much, bro.
What a finish it was. You saw the excitement. You could hear it. Eric W. gifting 5 memberships. Very grateful for that indeed. We'll continue to talk with drivers that came oh so close. That time it was really, really, really borderline on what was going to happen. Moss Stellar was close. He had the wreck coming down off turn 2. Demos, what did you see?
Yeah, Walker nuked about 20 cars there at the end there and hasn't owned up to it. That's super speedway racing. It happens. It happens, man.
Have you watched it back on the replay yet?
Yeah, I did. Hell yeah, Contreras. He's... Oh, someone gifted me a membership. Thank you.
That was Eric W.
Thank you, Eric. As I was saying, congrats to Contreras. That's so awesome. He hasn't won in like 2 years, and I've shared like 2 photo finishes with him. That's probably one of the coolest ways I've seen someone win. Contreras is a good dude, and he's gotten a lot of smack for not winning in here for so long. And that's awesome. We got it done.
Jefferson Manchild gifting a membership. Also to a PBR driver. PBR, man, now, if they're peaking at the right moment, I just want to point that out. They're ready. I think they're ready for that tailgate. Oh my goodness. This is, what a night. There's nothing like Friday Night NR. There really is nothing like it out there. 4 tires he finished off the ground. Unfortunately, you hit the inside wall there with Schmidt and company. Did you blame that one on the Aiden Walker?
Yeah, I mean, he was just trying to push, but he clearly turned him, and, you know, it was a boatload of excuses, and then he did that BS in the tri-oval there, but that's the super speedway race at NR. All bets are off on the last lap. Gotta do what you gotta do to win, and he certainly tried, but, you know, Contreras threading the needle, getting through it, and then doing a blow over into the catch-ins to win the race. That's probably one of the coolest things I've seen in a long time on this surface. So
now we do have to say we have to be consistent, right? I believe it is Aiden Walker will not be allowed to race in the next race because it looks like, at least clearly, it looked like intentional wrecking. Chase Crawl. You know, you have a lot of these drivers that are going for their first win, and you know we've been very consistent. Can we trust and be thankful for the consistency recently? Okay, yeah. So I believe it will be Aiden Walker will be out for this next race. There's a reason why driver demand is so high. Now we will be filling it to 60 drivers, 40 can race. You've seen the live chat. My phone has been exploded enough saying, "Congratulations on your driver demand. Now raise the rate." So we can start bumping guys, and you know what? That is the case, right? High demand. Let's go ahead and go back to bump day. We'll keep it at 2K iRating. 60 can join. 60 can join. But we are qualifying in the daytime, racing under the lights. What do you feel about that?
That's I kind of wish it was in the day. The Gen 4 car, it's already hard enough to drive. I think it should be all driver talent. I'd say you make it day, 90-degree temps, sunny, so it's loose as heck. I think that's what you should do.
Only reason why it's not is because I owe the viewers night, because Daytona was supposed to be under the lights. Only reason at that. We'll bring it back to our studios in Nashville, Tennessee. Wow, this has been a fun night. Hasn't it been a fun night, Mosteller?
No, it hasn't.
Oh, probably not for you. You've been involved in a million incidents.
Oh yeah, I was wrecked like 10 times at Daytona. My car was beaten and battered. Still almost had a one. In Vegas, I had to sit on the couch and watch it because it filled up so fast. Well,
60 can join. 60 can join. I want to point that out. So, beautiful driver demand. I love you guys. I love that you guys are racing at our night. It actually helps me with the broadcasting side. It really does. So, thank you guys for coming on in, helping out. We're going to be bumping 20 of you if you do fill out this session, 2K iRating. That is the limit. Charlotte Gen 4. Nashville Fairground Speedway. Hopefully we can keep that energy and we can go bump drivers from the short track side. Because if the energy is that high and we still have a lot of drivers want to race Nashville, we may have to do duels. Duels? Should we do duels for Nashville?
I think that's a great idea on a short track.
I mean,
awesome
what is it, like 15 laps? To do 15 laps each? I think
I don't think the
cool.
driver count will be there.
That's another thing. Yeah, so we would have to do it earlier because I know Nashville. We can bump people from Nashville. We could have 30 entries. That's perfect. Or maybe even like 32, 36. But Nashville, I mean, last time we did it, we had a lot of people at the fairgrounds, which was awesome. We had people watching that go to the fairgrounds. Racers were like, yes, we're back at Nashville. And this was a track that's actually, you know, very much a part of the pioneer era of NR Night in America, which is really crazy foreshadowing. Am I right?
Oh yeah, I know. I remember we did it all the time, and actually that track was the first track I ever won on a non-super speedway. And I remember how big that was back then in 2021. I was always called a super speedway merchant, and I beat Wyatt Tinsley in a very close finish. I remember that. It was the ARCA car at the fairgrounds, and I won that, and it was like the best thing ever. And little did I know all the success I would have a couple of years down the road.
Yeah, and who would have thought in 2021 me yelling into a, I believe it was a Yeti microphone with a big dent on the front of it because when I got it Christmas Day 2017, I dropped it. I did. I dropped it. So, yeah, that was me screaming to that. Who would have thought later on I'd be calling races at the fairgrounds? It's pretty interesting, honestly. I think it's awesome. Really, pretty cool. I believe this weekend will be my, let me count. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. This will be my 16th Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway broadcast, which is going to be awesome. Well, not this weekend, in the next couple of weeks when it's time for All-American weekend. 16th weekend, and the races have been really off the charts. But yeah, always exciting when we get to go to Nashville because, you know, it plays a role in NR Night's history. It plays a role in my broadcasting career. And we know the car count's going to be great. We know there's viewers back at home that watch Nashville in person or live on Racing America and also NR Night in America. So I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be really, really cool. Demos, Charlotte, we have the car count. What do you think is going to happen?
I think I'll self-split on my laps and I'm going to DNQ.
Ooh, that would be crazy. Now, has the driver demand tonight been higher than it's ever been for fall? I think so. This is the highest we've ever had it for fall.
Oh yeah, I think having it as a Friday night definitely helps. But as I said, I missed Vegas and I barely made Daytona, so it fills up very fast. The earlier days of like 2022. So yeah, it's good. But
well, the good news is the goal for the ones that don't know right now. Obviously, you know, with me doing stuff in person, it comes down to me to put NR Night in America back on the mainstream side with the big e-tickets and working behind the scenes all day on reaching the algorithm. But one thing the drivers have advocated for forever was caring more about their needs and what they want. I'm just saying, the last 2 weeks, or should I say even the last month, it's been more about, you know, hey, I'm broadcasting Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you know, during the week. Sometimes it's a one-day show, sometimes it's a 3-day show, a 2-day show. When I do get to do NR, I hope it's a high enough car count. You guys have enough fun. And I think what that's done is opened a huge wormhole of entries, which is awesome, which I'm stoked about because I think that blueprint needs to stay, including heading into the spring.
I agree.
If you guys didn't hear, he did say he agreed.
I said I agree, yeah.
Yeah, they couldn't hear you because Elodom Contreras was ripping by our ear. He's hyped. All right, I want you to be in here for qualifying. Can you be in here for qualifying with us?
Me?
Yeah.
Sure, I'll give you a little story about Aladam Contreras that
Okay.
never really shared. I had the chance to meet him in 2022 in New Hampshire. And I remember one of the things he told, one of the first things he said to me is, I can't believe I met a 2-time NR champ. Back then it was the monthly championship. He said that to my face.
That's
the
awesome.
first thing he said to me. Yeah, he's a great person. His family was so nice. If you don't have a driver to root for an NR, root for Aladam Contreras. He's a good guy.
2-time e-ticket.
Yeah, now it's 2-time e-ticket. But if you don't have someone to root for, you need to root for Contreras because he's a good person and he goes under the radar a lot. He gets a lot of, as I said, he gets a lot of smack from people for not really winning, but he silently gets results, and I think he's someone that should get some more respect.
Yeah. Well, we just watched you pull it back to pit road. What was going on?
I hit the wall. I was talking.
All right. Well, how about this? We're going to let you go just so you can go ahead and qualify correctly. But we're going to bring other drivers in, and hopefully that doesn't hurt their runs. That's Daniel Mosteller. We'll continue to navigate him. Freight DeAngelis, congratulations on making a race tonight.
Thank you.
How have you been doing?
Good, I think. Bit bummed
You
out
hesitated.
I couldn't race Daytona,
But you
I
saw the
got
finish.
Yeah, I saw almost an exact copy of what got me banned for the night.
What do you mean?
One person going rogue on the last lap, taking out more cars than I did.
Well, it was consistent.
Oh yeah, step in the right direction for sure.
Okay then. See, Frank DeAngelis approving.
Because I knew I wasn't finishing that race if I signed up, and I got to see the Yankees kill the
Guardians.
Yeah.
Are they in the World Series, or is there like one more game?
I think they clinch it.
Well, the game's not done yet. At the bottom of the 7th, 6-2. It's no, because they would have one more. Don't they have to get the 4? Or are they back to 5? I thought it would go 3, 5. Well, 3, 5, 7, 7. Isn't that how it goes?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, it's gonna be interesting to see. You're here at Charlotte. We're going night racing, but you're qualifying.
Wait, it's a
today.
night race?
Yeah.
Is it just gonna magically turn night? Hopefully.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
we're gonna turn the
yeah.
lights off for the sun, and we're gonna turn the lights on at the racetrack. Great group of field. We're back on a 2K iRating race. It'll be off 2K for Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. The Smiling Friends car. When does Smiling Friends Season 3 come out? Do you know?
Oh, probably sometime next year.
Do you still watch Smiling Friends?
I'll probably rewatch it in like a week or two.
All right. Well, excited.
I have a long flight to London next week, so I'll.
So what are you
probably
going to London for?
I got bored.
That's it.
Yeah, and I'm wrecking on my main lap. Yeah, just got bored. Texted my cousin, was like, "Hey, want to do this when you're on winter break?" Yeah, sure.
Winter break. Oh, you probably mean fall break.
Yeah, I don't know. Some colleges are weird. New York is like a really weird education thing because they get random week breaks. They get 2-week breaks randomly. They get random one-off days.
All
Aren't even holidays.
Well, that's pretty cool. Are you gonna go to Silverstone? Check it out.
No.
Then what are you doing in London?
Way too far.
Wait, whoa. The UK is not that big. You've driven to Daytona. That was like a 12-hour drive.
Yeah.
Silverstone's like 3 hours away from probably where you're gonna be, right?
Not worth it. It's not worth the drive or the possible
For it
public
not being a
transport
race.
fees. Yeah, there's no race either. And then the people I'm going with can give less to see a racetrack.
All right. Well, I'm excited to see some photos. Are you gonna eat that great cuisine or no?
There's a McDonald's 2 minutes from my Airbnb.
That is insane. I cannot believe this guy. I cannot believe. I'm about to crash out on stream. We cannot believe this. You don't want any.
McDonald's.
What about fish and chips? You know?
No, I think you know my opinions on it.
I mean, well, let's look up some great cuisine. I'm pretty sure they have some great seafood restaurants there. Don't you like seafood?
Big fan.
Okay, then why don't you go get some seafood out there? They have to have tuna. They have to have tuna over there.
I looked at my Airbnb. There's a big shopping district, McDonald's, and a lot of local restaurants.
I cannot believe you're flying all the way over to London for McDonald's.
In the next couple of days, we're gonna do our research on where to go, and
I hope Rich is hearing this.
I have some friends there that live in different areas. They'll recommend me some stuff.
All right. So it's not all doom and gloom.
What do you mean, McDonald's? Dude, they have.
Is their McDonald's different than ours?
Yeah, like they've had the chicken Big Mac for like 5 years.
Are you serious?
We just got it. Yeah, they have some notable stuff. There's like
I really want to try that chicken Big Mac. Now I want to point something out. The last time I had a burger, no joke, was when we did the challenge at Daytona.
I didn't do
Tyler
it.
and you watched. Yeah, I didn't fail. Okay, we blew an engine with about 25 laps to go.
Trouble, turn 3, Charles Artery.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Anyways, there's a couple things that I want to try because I do my best to eat my best. I do my best to stay fit and eat healthy. I want to try the chili sliders.
No, I told TCP I think we're done going to that restaurant. Too greasy.
It was pretty greasy. Like that was pretty.
I recommended just something like an actual.
Oh, Joe's Crab Shack. Joe's Crab Shack is really good. Come on.
Come.
Viewers, stop it. Viewers, don't you love Joe's Crab Shack? And especially the one on Daytona Beach. It's like the greatest Joe's Crab Shack in the world.
I'll look up the menu.
You're gonna look, Frank.
Yeah.
What are you looking up on the menu?
Nothing.
Okay. All right. Well, there's a couple things I want to try, even though I don't, usually eat fast food unless it's like Chipotle, because I love eating Chipotle after a workout. I want to try the Krabby Patty, and I want to try the Chicken Big Mac. But I think the Chicken Big Mac just sounds so good.
They got what I need.
Stop! There's no way they sell chicken fingers at Joe's Crab Shack.
No, they got options. They got at least 3 or 4 options.
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna get the one to go here. You want to go ahead and say those magical words?
Godspeed.
I'm happy you're here. Well, good luck.
Thank you.
That's Frank DeAngelis.
You'll see me in the care center in 2 laps.
Okay, he doesn't sound very optimistic, but I'm optimistic that he's gonna do well. Let's do it, ladies and gentlemen. Showtime from Charlotte. So I've been told, the kids, so I have been told, but the 7-year-old that was still left in me always wanted to just taste it, and the nostalgia, it just really makes me want to try it. So, at some point, maybe tonight I'll try it. I don't know. Depends. Really does depend. Pace car makes the hard left on the pit road. Dodge, Chevrolet, Mosteller lined up and ready to do business from Charlotte, USA. Let's light the fuse. Nathan Scott outside of the 9, first drive into turn 2. Scott, a winner at Kansas, a winner at Michigan, a winner at Las Vegas. Has yet to get a win at Charlotte, but this car has been so good to him. No one easy have to beat the best. Minimum iRating for this race being a 2K, and the best have come to play on this late Friday night. Most leads lap 1. There's Braden Mummick, quick to the gas. In front of him, William Schmidt, Max Swearengin. Max following the tire tracks. That's down on the inside. A 60-lap race. A lot of opportunities to stretch on out, make something work, and find the line that works best for you. For Scott, right now, that just happens to be in the train tracks of Moss Stellar. Hasn't really left the back end. Now, when you race a Gen 6 versus a Next Gen and a Gen 4, vastly different here on iRacing. Let's go and go through it. In the Gen 4, there is dirty air. I know a lot of fans, when they think back to this car, they think back with nostalgia, great racing, but dirty air was a thing in this car. Look back on the documents. They talked about how crazy the dirty air was, and drivers were advocating for a change. The difference between racing a Gen 4 and a Next Gen is, with the Gen 4, if you can pierce that dirty air and get your nose to the back end of the car, you get a driver loose. Now, how is that? The rear end, the bumper of a Gen 4 is so high off the ground. Because of that, if you can navigate the nose, you can get the driver aero loose, taking the air off the back spoiler. Is usually for side drafting. Taking the air from underneath the driver is a part of this Gen 4. If you get the nose there, you get them loose, and you can go ahead and make the pass. Now, with the Gen 6, even more different. You had the arms race back in 2018, making the 550 a thing in 2019, creating a big pocket of air. But since the nose got bigger with the COT into the Gen 6 and the rear end started to get lower, it was harder to make the cars get loose. You could in the Gen 6, but it just wasn't as easy as it was in the Gen 4. Fast forward to the Next Gen. What the Next Gen had in 2022 was the nose actually off the ground. If you watch back to early races like at Nashville and even Kansas, the nose is more off the ground with the rear end more planted. This actually, if I'm not mistaken, generated more clean air for the car. But once the teams figured out how to change and tinker with the setups, the nose would be more plastered, the rear would be more plastered, and it would be harder to get a driver loose. That's why usually you would see drivers navigating different lanes and not as much single file with the Next Gen. It is a thing here on iRacing. So, can you make passes in the Next Gen? 100%. You just can't do it the same way as you would have in a Gen 4. Fight for the lead, not very much of it. Nathan Scott nearly 3/10 back. Here's the fight now for the third position. River Page and Max Swearengin. Single file down into 3 and 4. Nathan Scott in second, River Page back to third. Oh, a couple machines up in the outside wall. Max Swearengin, River Page. Really dicey off turn number 2. Malvick in 6, Wilkerson in 7th, Josh Kenyon, Anthony Burrows painting the inside line as they come off the corner. 51 laps to go. There's River Page, P3. William Schmidt sitting in the 4th position. Another lunge to the inside. Continues to peak, continues to wonder where he can go if he can at all. Nathan Scott, there's Page in 3rd. Help from William Schmidt. Schmidt on the inside. Continue to see if he can fight that race car. Scott in 2nd, nearly 8/10 back. 49 coming to 48 laps to go. see Max still running back to that inside. All in that single file formation. Braden Lovick, Jacob Wilkerson, Josh Kenyon. Nose to tail as well. That's 7th and 8th. A lot of pushing, a lot of shoving, a lot of thundering around this speedway. As drivers continue to find a lane that works best for them. William Schmidt P3, Max Swearigan P4, Brian Mulvick. He has found that 5th position around the River Page 96. 40 drivers started this race, just one out of it as Dakota Lasky. All 39 drivers still running on the speedway with 47 laps to go. This is the race that happens to be the long green flag run that everyone's been looking forward to. So much to work with, so much to look at. Max Swearigan around the lap machine. Y'all hear Rodriguez, second one to bite the dust. .45 laps to go. Mulvick in 5th, Page in 6th. Wilkerson P7, Josh Kenyon P8. Anthony Burrows in the 10th position, now 11th. And David Cabrera in the outside lane, sitting in 12th. Vincent Cortez, Max Steinmeier, J.D. Laird. Laird there in 15th. Steinmeier up to the 12th position, but now he jumps to the outside. One into the outside wall. David Cabrera has never won a race in NR Night in America, but he has one of the more historic races that didn't go his way. Was involved in an incident at the Chicago Street Race, the first Chicago Street Race we've ever had. Got on the back end of Ethan Stanley, and they both ended up not winning the race. Nathan Scott, William Schmidt. Stellar, what a race he's had. Look at all that bear barn put on the 9. Max Swearigan around the Scott Dodge. There in the number 41. Oh, gets in the wall and swipes the bow. Mulvick P5, River Page P6. Jacob Wilkerson back there in P7. 41 to go. Loose is fast, and that's what we've seen around this racetrack all day long. From Swearigan to Scott to Mulvick to Page, so many drivers looking to put themselves in position. James Bomar on the outside, that's with Max Steinmeier. Josh Kenyon in the 11th position. Pushing, shoving, shunting. Almost a single file. Here's the fight. That's for the 3rd position. Swaggy on the outside, Braden Mubbick on the bottom. Nathan Scott there in 5th. Laps remaining. So glad to have so many of you with us. What great racing we have had. And I know the first 2 races, they were really tough to go ahead and see, but man, this Charlotte race is what we look forward to. You know, some say, man, NR9, and they wreck hard. But then you come to the opportunity where it's like, could this go caution free? Start questioning that with 37 laps to go, nearly halfway through this race. Not once the yellow has been displayed. But look who is quickly moving on the scene. Lap for lap, he has had it, stride for stride. And that will be William Schmidt. Schmidt in second. Mosteller there in the lead. Mubbick there in 3rd. Max Swearengin there in 4th. Nathan Scott in 5th. Jacob Wilkerson back to the 6th position. Scott inside, Swearengin outside, Jacob Wilkerson, James Bomar. Oh man, look at just how loose Bomar gets coming down off turn 4. Slick is fast. And fast is he. Steinmeier in the tire tracks. Rolls up the racetrack, David Cabrera there in 11th. And quickly navigating the outside lane. D'Angelo's in 7th, James Bomar in 8th, Max Steinmeier in 9th. There's the clog full of machines. William Schmidt is on the scene. He is 3/10 back. Scott in 4th, Max Swearengin in 5th. Single file. 32 laps to go. Schmidt on the outside, Mubbick on the inside. Tight, trying to make something roll. Mubbick P2, Schmidt P3, Nathan Scott P4. Burrows back at 7th. Oh, he's in the wall. And it's not able to keep it off the outside retaining wall. Mubbick's on the scene. two of the most iconic drivers in NR Night in America, whether you're a fad viewer, a hardcore viewer, casual, whatever you want to say, you know the McVice 42 and the Coca-Cola Demos 9. Let's watch them duel it out. No cop. Mosteller to the lead. Check that. Movick to the lead. Mosteller to second. And now Schmidt and Scott are to the outside. Oh, not so fast. I don't think that 9's done just yet. Scott outside, Schmidt inside. Another switchback. Pacing and wondering. There's Eldon Contreras, a lap down. Mosteller. That time he once had is now dropped to the wayside. Schmidt and Scott is now third and fourth. River Page will be fifth. Anthony Burrows there in sixth. Vincent Cortez and Josh Kenyon will be in the eighth position. Cody Workman, Jacob Wilkerson, all lined in and lined up with 24 laps to go. Left. There's Scott. He's looking from the driver behind. Now the big thing to notice right now is with this long green flag run coming in, all these drivers that are a lap down, they've all come to pit road. So money stop time is already on the horizon with Laird, DeAngelis, Lilly all coming in. The question will be, when do the leaders make the hard left? Schmidt's in third, Scott's in fourth, Page is in fifth, Burrows, Cortez, and there's Cody Workman. And you got Ethan Eckert, who is one lap down. So the top eight have yet to pit. Everyone else has found their way on. And they have put quickly to work. Schmidt, hard left, pit road, there he goes. It's one of those races that the drivers do not want to caution. I know the viewers may be saying, man, we haven't had a caution in a while. We'd love to see this thing restacked. But with how the strategy has gone, you don't want to see anyone truly blister up what we're seeing. Nathan Scott. He's there in P3. He's coming to pit road. That is the perfect opportunity for him and Burrows. Undercut these guys. It's 21 laps to go. There's no way Movick, no way Mosteller, River Page can go the distance. Most 2nd and a half back. River Page there in 3rd. When do you see them possibly make the left? Not too fast. How about Cody Workman? Mulvick is in. Mosteller stays out. River Page is in as well. Cody Workman stays out. And all eyes continue to follow what's going on the speedway. 17 laps to go. Mulvick is in. Mosteller now comes in. All right, this is going to be the race. If this 9 can get out in front of that 42, it's going to be tough to see because Mulvick will have fresher tires. Where do they cycle out? Workman's the leader. Who goes on provisional? Bomar 13 seconds back. Mulvick will come out in 19th. So behind all these drivers that have already pitted. Cody Workman still out. There's James Bomar. Where's Mose? I think they waited a little bit too long to come to pit road. There's Mosteller, 21st. Braden Mulvick will easily find a way around him. And it's going to be just a fall of dominoes because now James Bomar will go on provisional lead. Cody Workman at some point will have to make his way onto pit road. Him and Max Steinmeier, both PBR drivers, once again will be 1-2. Oh my goodness, it's a PBR 1-2-3. JD Laird will be 5th. Ethan Eckert will be 6th. Frank DeAngelis in 7th. And every driver that's behind James Bomar has pit a little bit later, which means they have fresher tires. Get ready, folks, because with 15 laps to go, this entire top 20 of the 40 drivers on the racetrack, it's about to shift big time. Watch Max Steinmeier. Let's see his closing rate. Half a second. Now, where is Braden Mulvick? He's already up to the 15th position after being back in 19. He should find a way easily around Sonny and Swearigan when he catches up. Anthony Burrows currently in the 12th spot. Nathan Scott, he cycled through an 11th. I'm looking at this bubble. I'm seeing how far stretched these drivers are. Mulvick waited late for that overcut, for that long pit to see if he can make up ground. But I think they were so worried about each other, they weren't thinking about if this race could go green. And there's a couple drivers that actually have that in mind. And James Bomar, I believe, was one of them. Jacob Wilkerson says it's time for the first domino to fall. Wilkerson around Bomar. Now, when did Max Steinmeier come to pit road? Newsflash. Steinmeier is on older tires than Jacob Wilkerson. This is 18 laps of a stint versus Wilkerson's 13. The closest driver that has less time on the track since pitting, William Schmidt. This is 9 laps, and Schmidt is just over 2.5 seconds back. So Wilkerson may very easily have this race where he wants it, but has to hope that William Schmidt does not close in time. That means Schmidt has to go through Laird, he has to go through Steinmeier, has to go through James Bomar, and only 10 laps to go. And Schmidt's been on the other end before, but look at the gap that he's closed in. 5 seconds at one point, just a couple laps to go. He's there on JD Laird. Battle Forecast is giving a Schmidt versus Wilkerson fight. Look a little further back. Here's Braden Movick. Thundering pace. Movick currently on 7-lap old tires. With Anthony Burrows on 10. Burrows has been passed. He's going to fight for a top 10 finish. Schmidt has now caught the drivers in front of him. This race is not over. We have a fight in Charlotte. Gets one, gets two, just needs to lock it in, and Schmidt runs catbird with 8 laps remaining. Oh boy, can he make it up? 2 seconds, that's what he needs to do. Mosteller up to 14th. Movick 4 seconds back, he's in 7th. And that's 2 seconds back to Schmidt. If Schmidt closes in on Wilkerson, he's not out of the woodwork. The House of Cards all on different strategies. 7 laps to go. As a race fan, you cherish situations like this. Here's Movick. And the driver with less fresh rubber than him is Daniel Mosteller. And I believe River Page, they sit 12th and 13th. Page actually came in at the same time as Movick. Oh boy. Can Schmidt catch Wilkerson? The forecast says yes. Can Movick catch Schmidt? That's what's next on the question board. Six laps to go. Look at the lap for lap. The California driver trying to steal one from PBR, but he has 5 laps to go. I think Schmidt can catch Wilkerson. I don't think Movick can go out there and catch Schmidt. I mean, it's going to be close. He would need Schmidt and Wilkerson to dogfight for the win. And as long as they can stay toe-to-toe, Movick will set the hook and reel him in really well. But man, he's got the hope for that outcome. Second the difference. There's Jacob Wilkerson. The 43 Toyota. There's the 79 Toyota. Nathan Scott. He's in third. Actually, he's another one that is close and should not be out of the question. 16-lap old tires, hold the phone. Scott's got fresher tires than William Schmidt, and he's now closing in on that 79. Has flown under the radar, 3 laps to go. What strategy is going to work out? Schmidt has to worry about Scott. Scott, top of the racetrack. Don't look now, but Schmidt is having to worry about that 41. Here's Scott to the bottom. 2 to go. Makes the pass. 4-lap fresher tires than Jacob Wilkerson. Now needs to catch him. PBR has been on cloud 9. Todd's return, the almost victory at Daytona, then a backup win by Eladam Contreras. Jacob Wilkerson has won here before, but never in a Gen 4. Santa Blanca, 1 to go from Charlotte, USA. 7 tenths back. Scott's gonna need a mistake by that 43. And a heave in the final moments. PBR, one of the pioneer teams of this community. They got to win at Daytona with Adam Contreras. They'll win in Charlotte with Jacob Wilkerson. Wilkerson victorious on this night of NR. It goes to PBR. Can you believe it? The strategy has worked out for Team Toyota. Mavic 4th, Moss Stellar 5th, a caution-free Charlotte race, and that is how it's done. I just cannot believe it. And our night in America, fueling victories all year long. This is sick. This is amazing. PBR. And the calculations are right. They'll head to Nashville to see if they can go 3 in a row. Insane. Fun race, fun finish. Jacob Wilkerson, can you believe it?
No, I cannot, man. Let's go.
Oh man, Todd's got to be loving it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, what a night. Back-to-back wins for PBR. That's insane.
Talk to me about the strategy. Did you think it was going to go caution-free?
I had a feeling it was going to go caution-free. I pitted on lap 35, which was just past halfway. I knew if I could pit a little bit early, I would catch them whenever they would pit. We had just enough of a good margin as soon as they got done pitting. Like, Nathan was coming fast, and props to him for racing, making it interesting. And yeah, I'm sweating right now.
I just cannot believe it. Wow.
Yeah, man.
Well, you park it at the start finish. Long race, you have damage on the nose. When did that happen?
That was probably during the burnout, I would say.
Oh, okay. That's good. as long as you know it didn't happen, at a big moment. But, man, big moments indeed for you guys. I mean, you had to be worried about what was going to happen. I thought for sure the dominoes were going to fall left and right.
Oh, yeah. I did not think I was going to be able to hold them off for another... If there was like another 5 laps, they would have definitely caught me, for sure. But yeah, appreciate everybody at home watching, and Nathan, of course, for making the race, almost making the finish entertaining, exciting. But yeah.
Wow. This was amazing. What a race it was. We head to Nashville now. I mean, let's be honest, heading in, Las Vegas, the Vegas boys that were putting the bets up, they didn't have you guys winning. They had you guys like a plus 2,000. Okay? They didn't have Contreras winning Daytona. That was also like a plus 2,000. Nashville, 3 in a row.
Oh yeah, we could probably definitely get a 3 in a row at Nashville. That's also one of my favorite tracks to run at.
Well, guess what? It will be an 80-lap race with the super late model. And we are taking the iRating cap off. We are doing that for the ones that are wondering, but we'll be harder on penalties for that race. Super late models, Nashville Fairgrounds, always a lot of fun, but they wreck hard there. Do you keep that in the back of your mind when you're getting ready to go green?
Oh, definitely not. I'm just gonna run my race and be patient, get a feel of the car, and then hopefully be there at the end.
All right. Well, great win. You want to say anything to anyone back at home?
Appreciate everybody at home watching. Shout out to Todger for giving me the opportunity to race for PBR. What a night for this team. Back-to-back wins. I don't think that's happened before in a very long time in any of these races before.
No.
Appreciate Burnt Rubber Racing Warehouse and Race EPI and you for broadcasting and everyone that shows up to these races, and yeah.
Well, another victory in sight for yourself. Congratulations on the big time win. You're back in victory lane. Now the question comes for all the fans, is it a PBR? 3 in a row. Let's get ready to continue to hear from other drivers. Congratulations, Jacob Wilkerson, on the win. Braden Movick, you led, I believe, most. No, you didn't lead most of the last, but you had the strategy when it mattered the most until it wasn't. What happened there? And it looks like Braden Movick is not open to a comment. Let's go ahead and hear from Daniel Mosteller. Mosteller, you led the most laps of this race, matter of fact. But when the strategy fell, you were not on the right end. What happened?
Tires don't wear until
Hello.
20 to 30 laps into a run, and I stayed out the longest, and I was way faster than everybody, even Movick and the people that were faster than me on the long run, and just ran out of laps basically. We jumped to Wilkerson on the strategy, but that's why we should have done the day where the tires would actually wear and it not.
Do you know why we did not?
The viewers wanted it.
The viewers wanted it.
Because they don't know what good racing is on iRacing.
Oh, that's a shot. That's a shot. Now, here's one thing. I'll play devil's advocate here. I will play devil's advocate here. If you knew that tires did not wear that much at night, knowing this is not your first time doing this car track combo in this condition, why did you not factor that in? You should have solved for X.
Well, there were people wrecking everywhere, and actually, the lap before I pit, Joe West was upside down.
Anthony Burrows literally flipped a car on the back straightaway the lap before I pit.
Yeah, the tower didn't have cameras on the back straightaway and didn't see the crash.
Somehow,
but we went caution free.
Should not have been.
There was a car upside down in the middle of the back straightaway on lap about 35.
Wow. Well,
I looked like a genius until the tower was asleep, man. That's all I gotta say.
And I pitted literally that lap because I thought we're gonna have a classic 15-second delayed yellow from the actual wreck, but I guess not. But
well, here's the thing: you're headed to Nashville, right?
If this race was in the day, the tires
I love how he responds like that. See, the thing is, I don't have to be like overly professional right now because it's almost 11 o'clock on the East Coast, and we're on race number 4. Hey, listen, I'm having fun. Hopefully, you guys are having fun as well. Sorry, I completely just talked over you, but I know you were talking about you wanted it being the day. Here's the big news: we're night racing at Nashville, and if there's a wreck, we're gonna see it, right? Is this where Braden Movick pulls his inner Jonathan Dishman and wins in the Music City?
I have to.
Braden Movick wins on a track. That's laughable.
Oh.
I've won more recently on a short track than you.
Ooh. Okay, now
when the heck did you win? I won Martinsville not that long ago.
Martinsville's not a real racetrack. We all know that. I'm Bristol.
Really?
I'm talking SLM's Concord, the real bread and butter of the service.
I got flipped upside down.
Didn't you get flipped over? Didn't somebody like throw you out of the track?
Yeah, Cooper Glick, thank you.
No, it was not Cooper Glick. It was someone else. I know someone like grabbed him.
Speaking of flipping, I am flipping.
Well, you're here at Nashville.
I'm just really excited for for this race.
Can you drive a
I
Jonathan
haven't
Dishman
done-
car?
If I
No.
find one, I would,
Ooh.
but I don't think there's one. But I just had to say this right now. I just had to let, and Demos can back me up. I just need to let the viewers know.
Okay.
Racing in the day on iRacing is 100,000 times better than racing at night.
I love how Barbagallo's in the
Because
Van Meter 23.
Because
That's
racing in the
pretty
day, it is hot and it is slick, and it makes these cars loose,
The
which
night
makes
looks
these cars
cooler.
hard to drive. The nighttime
That-
racing makes the
It
cars
looks cool.
tight
It looks cool, but it
and not
it's-
fun.
Yeah.
Loose is good, tight is bad. If you want the drivers to put on the best show possible, have us sliding around in the day.
If you noticed, when qualifying was in the day, I was a whole 10 faster than the field.
Really?
I would have been 3/10 faster on lap
But
15.
here's the thing. You knew the conditions that were there. The conditions are never always going to be 75 degrees and sunny. You know, that's just not racing, you know? And Mubik, you played football. You know that. It's not going to be 75 and sunny all the time. That's not football. It's going to be rainy a little bit, right? It's going to be, you're going to have to adjust
football
to,
games.
you're going to have to adjust to what? What is it? That's right. You're going to have to adjust to the temperatures.
Don,
But you
I
didn't
have-
adjust to
I
the
have played
temperatures.
football games in 98 degrees and 80% humidity and also negative
And
4.
didn't you adjust?
So,
I know you're not
a
supposed
foot
to
and a half
be.
of snow.
I know comparing football to racing is like apples to oranges, even though, let's be real, they're both good. But in this case, you adjusted.
Saying football is
I just
good
want
and wild.
I just want day racing at mile and a halves. That's all I want.
Well,
Look at the race we had in Vegas. It was so good.
that was pretty good. The Vegas race was awesome.
I don't even care that I was on the wrong side of the strategy. It was so much more fun to drive.
Well, if you want it, you got to advocate it to the viewers. So when the voting comes up, they possibly vote for what
They
you
all
think.
hate,
don't
they
care
all
what the
hate
drivers
Maverick.
think.
They hate
They
Maverick.
do not hate Mavic. That is a reach.
yes,
yeah,
they
that
No,
is
they all love
such
me.
a
It's
reach.
just that's Ultimate Bigfoot doesn't know. Doesn't know
Okay,
Will.
we're not we're not
thinks he
calling
runs it
viewers
around.
out.
Scott Kazin
We're
is
not
a-
calling viewers out. We're gonna drag you back. That is not gonna be.
I will. Oh, I will. I will.
If you want to
definitely- I
go
will do
after the live chat, you can go
Scott
after
Kazin
it
doesn't
in the
know
live
Will.
chat. Okay, we're gonna drag him back. We're gonna drag him back. We're all having fun. It's late. It's a Friday night. This could be the last race of the stream. Well, Nashville, Demos, we're back at it. Are you qualifying?
I am, and I am slow.
Oh, the Chase Elliott 9. This is the exact scheme you saw at the Tar Heel 250.
Yep.
How was it seeing your first
That's why
super
I
late
love-
model race?
It was cool. I really liked it. They were a lot louder than I thought, and I was caught off guard. And wait through the rain delay was definitely worth it.
At those short tracks, noise does not get out, including Winchester. If you guys ever been to Winchester, oh my goodness. The noise goes nowhere. It literally just sits at the track, which is cool.
That is false.
At Winchester Speedway,
At Hickory.
noise gets out at Hickory. Well, I mean, there's.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, there's more. It's not
I
as
was
fast as
no,
Winchester.
no.
Winchester's
Oh,
37
yeah.
degrees of banking.
I was visiting the cemetery across from the track up on the hill. You could see the track a little bit from there. You could definitely hear it. It's a cool feeling.
Well, yeah, you can still hear it outside. What I mean by the noise doesn't get out is just the fact that it kind of like sits there. Like even at Winchester, technically, when I say the noise doesn't get out, I mean there's not a lot of things stopping the noise from, no, that just contradicted myself. Oh my goodness, wow. I feel not smart about that. The noise doesn't get out as in it's loud at the track, like really loud. But at Winchester, we were on the other side of the town. And since there is not a lot of things stopping the noise from the track to the other side of the town, we heard the modifieds perfectly. So, but also that's 37 degrees of banking and they're ripping hard versus Hickory, which is a somewhat flat track. So, all right, well, very interesting. Love talking about racing. Less than 2 minutes remaining. Is this a win for you in the books?
Last time I was pretty strong here, and then I got driven through by Walker. Or I got driven through by I got fenced by Mitchum, and then Walker and wrecked me. Definitely faster, but you can only control. So maybe if I'm fast enough, I can just drive away from everyone. But I just gotta worry about myself. And, he wrecked me.
All right. right, well, we're excited for it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Less than a minute remaining for this 80-lap race, and for the ones that are staying up late with us, the clock and countdown is on to see if it is a PBR. 1, 2, 3. Max Swearich and John Ramos, you got me. Max Swearich and John Ramos, you got me. No answer just yet from Max Swearich, and as we're now less than 40 seconds away. You know, we haven't talked to Skid in a long time. Skid, welcome back to NR.
Hello. Hi.
How are you doing?
Well, I'm doing good tonight. How about you?
You sound a little different.
Do I?
Yes, you do.
Well, all right.
So you live down... Last time I talked to you, you moved to Daytona. Do you still live in Daytona or the area?
I live close to the area. Like, I'm 30 minutes away from the city itself, but... So if I wanted to go down there, it's like 30 minutes away, so...
Oh, so, yeah,
Okay.
you're in the Daytona area. How is it like living there versus North Carolina?
I don't live in North Carolina. I never been, but compared to the Northeast in New York...
Oh, that's
I like
right.
it.
You're a Carolina
Yeah.
Panthers fan.
Yeah. I got family up there, so...
Well, how was it like compared to living in New York?
I like it here. Like the hurricanes, the last couple of years, like this
you'll
one,
get
the
used to
most
it.
recent one. Yeah, like they say, oh, it's gonna be a category 4 or 5. It's gonna be, and once it goes, it was like, well, you're lying to me.
Well, no, so that's the interesting part, and I'll just at least give you this tidbit. When they say Cat 5, that means the strongest part of the hurricane will be a Cat 5,
Yeah.
right? So it could hit, you could get hit by the strongest part, or you could, you know, just have it missed. So
The only thing that happened to me, like when the whole hurricane happened, like the most recent one, is just like I got like flickers, and that's only it. Other than that, I've been fine.
but you were on the other
I
side of
know.
the state when you got hit. I believe you actually got Cat 1 wins. So when,
Yeah, by the time it arrived to us, it was like Cat 1
Yeah.
or something like that. It was either Cat 1 or just pure rain at that point.
yeah, like I've gotten hit by a Cat 4, but I've gotten the weaker side of a Cat 4, which is like equivalent to a Cat 2, and I was fishing outside, you know? So, and hurricanes
Yeah,
can be a
it was
windy
just-
hurricane or just a rainy hurricane.
The nice part about like the entire day was just like it was raining, and then like rain is so calm and peaceful. Other than like the aftermath of just a bunch of leaves and stuff like that's falling down, or like trees. Yeah, if there's trees in the area.
Yep. All right. Hey, 80 laps here at Nashville. You've raced here. Matter of fact, your big highlight was wrecking Mosteller, I believe, in turn 1. You remember that?
Yeah, I'm spectating. I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm just gonna watch it from the sidelines. But yeah, I remember it was 21 or 22, and I got absolutely murdered going to turn 1. And when I got hit, it's like the opening, like not the opening, where it's like because the walls aren't like all fully closed in. So by the time I hit the wall, it just shot me away from the track. So yeah, I don't know if it's up on YouTube, or like you have it there somewhere where it got absolutely obliterated by Demos.
Yeah, Tampa was the interesting part. We got some Tampa viewers in there. They really got hit by it. All right, well, it's going to be a fun night. So let's see how we close this one out. Glad you are back. That is David Cabrera, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and say those magical words. God speed drivers. You are go for throttle up. Mosteller and Brown, that's row 1. Contreras and Scott, row number 2. 23 super late models. And take you to the racetrack as we get ready to light them up. Car will make the hard left onto pit road. And we'll be ready to roll. Round 4 from Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. Let's go green. Whoa, Nathan Scott around. And in front of William Schmidt, they pack her in. The caution will wave. DeAngelis. Not happy there with Landon Gentry. Oh, and that's going to resort in L5. What happened? How did it happen? Let's see. So this is under pacing. And I'm guessing those two got into it at some point, and it's safe to say it did not stop. Up front, you see Scott in the 12. Oh, just got tagged in the back, I believe, by Braden Mother. Landon Gentry, William Schmidt out of the race, Ethan Eckert, and Frank DeAngelis. I don't think this is stopping anytime soon. .77 laps to go in the race. We'll get the one to go this time by. They'll choose inside or outside, and we'll be ready to try it again. Daniel Mosteller, Jacob Brown, Braden Mubbick, River Page, Jacob Wilkerson, Josh Kenyon, Dominic Barbagallo, and Eladon Contreras. Pace car, the hard left. So they'll get ready to try it once more. Mosin Company 2x2, back green from Nashville. Mubbick contact with the 7 once, twice. Josh Kenyon up and into the outside wall. They all get it backfired. Mosteller leads, Page in second, Wilkerson in third. Mubbick back to fourth. We've already seen a lot of pushing and shoving. Now here's Rutherford peeking underneath at 42. Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway held an e-ticket back in 2022 called the All-American 600. 600 laps at this short track, and there goes Wilkerson. He's around and they're wrecking big. One upside down. And that would be Nathan Scott again. Wow. Pushing and shoving. And all being put to the limit. Inside lane, you see the 25. That's Hunter Mayer. And wow. Nowhere else to go. James Bomar also finding the inside wall. Pit road, it's wide open. Demos and company staying out on the racetrack, and we're hearing there's a lot of short track drama. So we'll just get up to date on all that. Frank DeAngelis, you're going at it with some drivers back there. What's going on?
It's the same person that annoys everyone every stream.
What exactly happened?
Start of the race, when we waited on the countdown, he was 21st, I was 20th, and he gave me like a little like door rub, and I didn't like it, so I hit him back. And then I guess he's friends with Gentry, because Gentry full throttled me to turn 1 and got me loose. And then that got me involved in that lap 1 wreck, so I had to settle that score, and now he's just been trying to wreck me past 2 yellows.
Wow, okay. Already a lot of drama. Still with 69 laps to go. Is the car in still good condition?
Had a meatball, got lucky with a 30-second one. I got 10 minutes or so of option. So I will be pitting every yellow.
All right, well. We'll be keeping up to date with you. Good luck. 1 to go. They'll line up 2 by 2 once again. Inside lane, outside lane. Already half the amount of drivers involved in incidents. Something about racing here just becomes a beacon for junking up race cars. Chevy and Ford. Chevy and Ford lined up in the second row. 67 laps remaining. Mosteller. Lovick in second, Page in third. Barbagallo, Rutherford, Josh Kenyon. Jackson buys their ninth. Gen 2 super late models. Now for the ones that do not know, the 2 versions are pretty interesting. iRacing used to have the Gen 1 model, and then they made the move over to the Gen 2 permanently. And if you watch the big races like the Snowball Derby, the Rattler 250, the All-American 400, the Winchester 400, you will realize these cars that are used are Gen 1 and Gen 2. Gen 1 looks a little bit more like the Gen 4, and the Gen 2 looks more like the Gen 6 late model. So keep that all in mind, that little more stiffer body here to this Gen 2. But honestly, both look just as good. 62 to go, 63 should I say, coming to 62. Mosteller, the race leader. River Page giving a lot of room to Movick on that inside. Barbagallo in fourth, Josh Salili, Josh Kenyon, 5th and 6th. Braden Movick in 3rd, and you still see River Page really giving that eye there to that 42. Allow him to peek to the inside, but not fully commit to it. Chevy on Mustang. Friday night edition of NR Night in America, always exciting, always fun. We're so glad to have the viewers that hang out with us all night long. The driver count has been ecstatic. So much fun, a lot of electricity. With 60 laps to go, here is the battle for the second position. Josh Lilly, you saw the blink, him and Dominic Barbagallo have gone toe-to-toe a couple times. Left. One spinning inside Frank DeAngelis. Off the racing surface, we stay green. Mose has pulled away. The driver sitting second and third. The idea for a PBR 1-2-3 is quickly fading. Oh, contact, spin in the wrecking. Mavic around, and he may have had help from River Page. See what happened. Watch Page in the 24. Mavic gets in the wall. Page gets in way too deep and too high. There's really nowhere else to go. Thinning out the herd. That's what this race has been about. 80 lap future, 55 laps to go. Caution laps do count, and already a lot of drivers at least one or more laps down. Cars moving to the outside. Let's chat up with some drivers before the impending restart. Christian Delgado, John Ramos, how are you?
I'm okay, John.
Well,
no, didn't get into the race, but we're here watching the show. I'm sitting here watching in the VC, and it's like there's some interesting contact between the 24 and the 42.
A lot of interesting contact between those two. It's been an interesting race. We knew when we put Nashville on the schedule that if it was going to get rough and rowdy, it's going to get rough and rowdy quickly, and I would say it's been just that. So interesting to see how this all goes. How's your day been?
Been okay. You know, we ran a league race yesterday, got a good podium, and we're just leading the points in that series, which is pretty cool. So we're just coming in here. Didn't have the best race last in the Gen 4. Unfortunately, I got caught up in some lap traffic, but it is what it is. But yeah, besides that, just hanging out and trying to finish out the day.
All right, well, excited to see how that will all run on down. Who do you think is going to win this race?
Demos has been by far the quickest driver. So I mean, obviously with Nashville the way it can be, the bumper can be put. We've seen this not only in the sim but in real life. So but I'm going to say
yes,
Demos is going to be my pick.
Yes, we have seen it in real life. I'm glad you mentioned that. Sorry, I hate to cut you off, but really glad you said that.
No, you're fine. I mean, it's definitely it's about the track. It's about the character of the track. So, I mean, it looks like it's really hard to pass like it is in real life, and you can definitely see the bumper get put to someone. But I'm gonna say Demos. He's won enough races up here. I think he can keep it up front.
All right. Well, we got the restart coming on by. Thank you so much for chatting with us.
Yeah.
That's Christian Delgado. Ready for the restart. Mosteller, Barbagallo, Josh Kenyon, Josh Lilly. That being the top four. Jacob Brown, Jacob Wilkerson, and Eladam Contreras have all lined on in. 6th and 7th. Harm half a second back to Mosteller. A Chevy, a Toyota, two Chevrolets, toe-to-toe for third. If things are going to work, they're going to have to work quickly for some. Barb up the racetrack and into the outside wall. Kenyon gets collected. And the caution will wave once again. I don't think the Van Meter 23 is going to be going anywhere. Have to bring it to pit road, and another one will bite the dust. It's been wild tonight, and you saw how it unfolded, coming just off the corner. I mean, he was way too high on entry. He was way too high on exit. And this was just a lap earlier, but you can see how high he was to begin with in 3 and 4. Usually you don't want to be on that part of the track. Watch it again. Very high this time in 3, and yeah, he was destined for that outside wall. Josh Kenyon gets just right into him, comes down the racetrack. River Page just barely sneaking on through. And the caution will fly once again. Pit road is a busy one, with multiple drivers either out or struggling to keep their car rolling in the right direction. There's Braden Bubbick. Not too much damage to his car, but we're looking at how things have gone, and you start wondering and worrying, what is the next option if there is another option? Chevy, Toyota, all those drivers lined up and ready to go back at it. Mostella's had an interesting one. Josh Lilly is staring down the barrel of his second win if he can find a way to sneak on through. The one to go. Demos inside, Lilly outside. Josh Lilly, the Chevrolet. 44 laps. As things continue to wind down. Pace car the hard left. A lot of cautions in this race. A lot of opportunities. Still to be home. For Page, a look 3 wide. That was under Braden Bubbick. Wilkerson under Josh Lilly. Wreck in the back. Never mind. Lilly in second. Bubbick in third. Mosteller the leader. Clear racetrack. Josh trying what he can. Wilkerson dropping back. That's the River Page. .40 laps to go this time. Contreras, P6. There in that 18. Josh Lilly trying to stick with Mosteller. Stride for stride. It just has not been that way. Top 10, all still on the lead lap. Other drivers either multiple laps down or out of this race. Sorry to see just what's left of some of these guys that have been involved in the hard wrecks. To see Josh Kenyon down to the inside. Others to follow. 38 laps to go. Bubbick. Inside of Lilly. Trying to complete the pass. Back to 3 and 4. He's going to. No, maybe not. Lilly just right back on the throttle. Lilly sideways. Saves it. Here comes River Page. Mavic half a second. Wanting to close into the Daniel Mosteller 9. 34 to go. Lily and River Page. Page look to the bottom. He's fighting what he can. Eladam Couture is there with Riker Byram. Fight for 6. Mosteller a clear lead. River Page is still trying what he can, but Jacob Wilkerson has been haunting the drivers in front of him. There's Contreras, there's Riker Byram, that's 6th, that's 7th. Desperately trying to find what they can. Marquez Ramos, Zachary Truel, Wesley Napier, who will be attending the Halloween 200 this weekend, involved and ready to close out this race so he can help spot his team to victory. They don't look now, but Mavic's closing on in ever so slightly. I mean, he is there. .29 to go. Mavic P2, Josh Lilly P3, River Page P4. There he is. Trying to hang tough. And Josh has run a really fair race with these guys, giving room, doing whatever he needs to do to make the competitors feel like there's some type of respect out there. For Braden Mavic, it's been pretty strong as well. He's gone from the back to the front, got into it with River Page a little bit ago. And now he is fighting his good fight. 25 laps remaining. Three and a half tenths. Marquez Ramos. And there's Riker Byram there at 6. Just 6 drivers left on the lead lap. But what's going to be made between this top 2? .23, 22 laps to go. Osteller, Mavic, Lilly, Page, Wilkerson. And there's Riker Byram there in the 6th position. Marquez Ramos. Zachary Truel bringing his car to pit road. Just 20 laps to go on the night, and we have a fight for the win. Slides off turn 4. 18 laps to go. Ulrich in second, Josh Lilly in third, River Page sitting P4, Jacob Wilkerson back in fifth. I don't know. I don't think this is over. Mavic is there. Mosteller has got a tight wheel and holding on to what he believes is best, an opportunity to go to victory lane. 16 to go. Got something rolling. Mavic doing what he can to close the gap. Mosteller trying to sit with him. $14 left. See the brake rotors glowing hot on the number 9. A lot of input being used. Mavic knowing the situation, questioning how is it going to be to his benefit. Continues to look back to the inside. No big move just yet. $11 to go this time. Chevy on Chevy. Mavic. And they're not even running the inside part of the track. They're going up a lane or two to see what type of launch they can get off. 9 to go this time by from Nashville Fairground Speedway. Three tenths, nearly 4 tenths. All eyes watching. Lap traffic ahead of him. That's Nathan Scott. Soon to be going a lap down. If Mose catches him quick and can't find a way through, not a worry because he does anyway. 7 to go. Three tenths back. If you could be 3 tenths back to a super late model, really at any track, you have a shot. And possibly using the bumper. But with Mosteller still able to just open that gap ever so slightly. It's showing that if Mavic's going to win, it's going to have to come in the clutch. 5 to go. Half a second now. The third weekend in October has seen surprises, has seen upsets. Nothing bigger than the PBR 1-2. Both these drivers said, I should have won that race. Guess what? One of them are going to win race 4. 3 to go. Can't get to him. Fading away. Well, this race has seen changes. It's seen a lot of things go down. But on this Friday night, we'll see the white flag for the final time. Salamanca, 1 to go from Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. Moss Stellar has come out of the gates fighting. Couldn't race Vegas. So close at Daytona. Didn't get the strategy right when they rolled into Charlotte, but they'll see the checkered flag in the Music City. Moss Stellar wins at Nashville Fairgrounds. And that will do it on the night. Unfortunately, did not hit the 300 likes threshold, which means we will be back Tuesday at 8 Eastern, 7 Central. What a race, what a night of action. So glad to have you all with us. It will not be a PBR 3 in a row, but how about 3 podiums in a row? Wilkerson with a P3. And our night in America, feeling victories all year long. And with that, we'll be saying goodnight just 4 minutes from the top of the hour on the East Coast. It's always exciting, it's always fun when we get ready to go green or see a checkered flag. Tonight, we got to see yet another one. So with that, I'll say I'll see you this Tuesday night at 8 Eastern, 7 Central. And so long from the virtual world, as this has been NR Night in America. I'm John Ramos, the voice of NR. Hope you have